Stadium. Lights so bright we can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill. We go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance. Crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand. Living life like we planned. Let's step and go. We won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go. We'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome to America's Game of the Week. Fox, brother. We are live today in San Antonio, Texas. Shout out to those of you who got a chance to watch the last game with us. Snaz, welcome back. Jordan Earhart, long time no see, brother. Thanks for checking in. We got JD Rams fan back for another game. Earth Citizen back for more. Dave Bonds. Looks like TM Martin, KD Espresso, Dana Vanover, Zan Ron, Palpatine. Man, you guys are all back for some more, huh? Well, Mahomes got injured and the Chiefs' season is over. I'm not okay right now, says Palpatine. Oh, man, that's a tough one. That is actually true. Everything that he just said is true. Let's pull that up on the chat screen here so y'all can see what's going on. We're not going to have a pregame for this one, guys. I will go through all the graphics as this game goes on, but this time we're going to just go ahead and dive right into this game. They are already lining up to kick this thing off. And it looks like the Los Angeles Rams will be sending this over to the Detroit Lions. So we're going to get all of our graphics put here in place. And Fox is a little bit ahead of my graphics. That's totally fine by me. Here is the kickoff. This one goes back, and we are going to see a touchback as that goes through the back of the end zone. 1st and 10 coming up for the Detroit Lions. They will be taking over at the 35-yard line. Did you guys go get your snacks in? Did you guys get your food? And everybody ready to go? Because we got a lot of football left to go here, guys. We got a lot of football left to go. I know you guys know, those of you who have been here. Awesome. That's exactly what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for right now. Love it. Okay. 1st and 10. I'll get the second drive chart pulled up in just a moment. 1st and 10 coming up for the Detroit Lions at the 35-yard line with 15 minutes on the clock. Motion on the field. Looks like it's right on the move. A snap and a handoff to Gibbs, and Jahmyr Gibbs takes it from the 35 out to about the 38. Call that a 3-yard gain. 2nd down. All right, guys. This is America's Game of the Week, supposedly. I've also come to realize that games that happen on Fox typically don't do as well as other games on this channel. For whatever reason, CBS just seems to be, I don't know, they just seem to be better games. But I could be in my own head about all of it. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 receiver at the top from the 39-yard line. It is a 2nd down right here. I got a 2nd down and 6 coming up. A look to the left-hand side, a catch made by Amon-Ra St. Brown. He will pick up 8 yards on the play. That's good for a 1st down, Detroit Lions. So Detroit has the football. They've picked up a 1st down, got this one out to the 47. Out to the 47-yard line. I need to make one more quick adjustment here. Find our game that is happening. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line after the catch from Amon-Ra St. Brown. We're lined up in an I formation. On the left half, Jared Goff will fake the handoff. He'll wind up and throw. Catch is made down at the 31. Kyren Williams makes a 22-yard catch, and that's good for a 1st down, Detroit. So the Detroit Lions quickly attacking these Los Angeles Rams, who are 10-3. The Detroit Lions postseason playoff hopes hang in the balance here. The Lions looking to get the win. They need this to make the postseason. The Rams also haven't clinched just yet this division. They've got the 49ers and the Seahawks looking to get wins. The Seahawks with a 10-3 record here as well. Here's a snap and a handoff to the right-hand side. Goes Jahmyr Gibbs from the 31. Stays on his feet. Gets help from his friends. A flag comes flying in. What a play here from the Detroit Lions. They picked up 16-ish yards. But there's a flag, and this is going to go against the offense. It is going to be a holding. Offense, Penei Sewell going to be charged for the hold on the right side. That will be a 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down. Now, the penalty happened 6 yards beyond the line of scrimmage here, which means it'll bring up a 1st and 14, a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. I guess the good news is that it's not going to be a 1st and 20. It's a 1st and 14. They'll punch this one back in. Clock is ticking once again. Shout out to Katie Espresso, T. Kubler, Rev Green, Robert Zamora, Glenn Paul, Chicago Bears, John P., Living Like Larry. About every single one of those names that I said has been here before. Thank you guys for coming back. I formation, a toss to the left-hand side on 1st and 10. Looks like Jahmyr Gibbs will pick up 2 yards on that one. 2 difficult yards there. Good stop by Young on the play here. This Rams defense, bro, we haven't had a chance to really talk about the Rams defense, but it's been kind of crazy. It's been kind of crazy. Let's get our stats for this game and not the old game up. Detroit Lions with the football. They are starting this game with possession, which means the Rams get the football at halftime. A running back to either side of Jared Goff. 2nd down and 12 at the Los Angeles Rams 33-yard line. Here's the snap for Goff. Looking left. Going to wind up and throw. It's a tip drill. Incomplete. Lucky for Jared Goff, it didn't end up in the hands of the defense. So an incomplete pass here on 2nd down will bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down and 12 with 11:55. The Detroit Lions on the Rams 33-yard line. So 3rd down and 12. You got to look for Amon-Ra St. Brown here at this point. You got to find your best receiver. Big 3rd down. This team ranks 18th on 3rd down conversions. 39% efficiency here. Here's the snap. The blitz coming in, and then they shed it off. So not an actual blitz. A wind-up and a throw, and they do find Amon-Ra St. Brown, but the catch is made. Looks like shy of the line to gain. This does bring up a 4th down and 4. Oh, no. A 4th down and 4. Does this mean they're going to go for it? Oh, no. 3rd down, a 4th down and 4. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? They're going to line up for the field goal here, folks. That's what they're going to do. 4th down and 4. Jake Bates, a 43-yard field goal attempt coming up for the Detroit Lions from the right hash. 4th down and 4. The Lions going to go the, quote, smart way, but Bates is going to push this to the left, and it's no good. It is no good, and Campbell should just do the Campbell things and just go for it. The kick is no good. 11-12 left to go. And that's how the first drive ends. They go all the way down to the LA Rams 25-yard line. A 43-yard field goal attempt is no good. The Rams get the football. They take over right there. It's 1st and 10 at the LA Rams 33. Okay, quick commercial break. Talk about an anticlimactic start to this game for the Detroit Lions. Anticlimactic start to this game. Go Rams, says MB. What up, MB? Okay, so I didn't get a chance to do the pregame. We're going to go through our graphics right now. All right, guys, starting with the away team right now. Thank you, MB, for that $5 super chat, my friend. I do appreciate it. Let me make sure I drop a heart and give you a like on that one. Okay, offensively, this team, solid. This Detroit Lions offense, first in the NFL when it comes to points per game, putting up over 30 points per game. Top 3 in yards per game and back to first in yards per play. They're also 3rd in the NFL when it comes to red zone efficiency. But like I said a few moments ago, 18th on 3rd downs, a success rate of 38.6%. Now we look at the other side, and the defense has some areas that you're not very impressed with right here, that's for sure. This 12 could probably be a lighter green, but that's okay. 18th when it comes to defense and points per game allowed, yards per game allowed, just barely inside the top half of the table defensively here. In their defense, they have been decimated on defense for the 2nd year in a row. This Detroit Lions team is just all kinds of absolutely destroyed. We are about to see this Lions defense take the field. There is no Josh Pascal out here, no Zach Cunningham, no Terrion Arnold, no Brian Branch, no Kirby Joseph. And so a few players, especially in the secondary area, going to be out. But Detroit Lions defense, what we're about to watch take the field right now. Aiden Hutchinson, Aleem McNeil, DJ Reader, and Al-Qadim Muhammad. Your linebackers for today for the Detroit Lions. Weak side linebacker Alex Anzalone. Middle linebacker Jack Campbell, and strong side linebacker going to be Derek Barnes. Your corners for today: left corner Rock Yassin, right corner DJ Reed, and your two safeties for today: Avonte Maddox going to be filling in at that free safety spot, and Daniel Thomas, your strong safety for today in the absence of Brian Branch. We are going to take a quick look right now at this well, we're back to the action, so no more commercial break to talk about these two teams. We talked about the Lions' defense. They will wrap up and bring down, looks like, Kyren Williams. And it's Amik Robertson who makes the – that can't be right. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd down and 4. That's definitely not right. 2nd down and 4 after a 6-yard pickup. We'll start the clock again. Dropping back, winding up and throwing. Catch is made upfield by Davante Adams. That's good for a 1st down. Davante Adams out to the left-hand side. Big catch by Davante Adams. Man, this has me way behind, bro. This delay is insane. I got a 1st and 10. They're already like 2 plays ahead of me, which is absurd. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. The clock is ticking. Davante Adams out to the side. The top of the screen. Single back formation. Kyren Williams is the back on the play. Williams does get the carry. Up the middle he goes. Down he goes. And he will get this 6-yard gain. It does bring up a 2nd down and 4. So a 6-yard gain, 2nd down and 4 at the Detroit 38-yard line. Detroit backed up to their own 38 right now. Backed up to their own 38. Break! The Rams will line up. Matthew Stafford under center after licking the hands right here. Waits for the snap. He takes it. Fakes it. Clean pocket here. Stafford winds up and throws. Going to the top shelf. Catch made at the 20-yard line. That's Davante Adams. 1st down. Davante picks up 18 yards from the 38 to the 20. That means red zone, brother. You know what that means. We are inside the red zone. Okay, so Davante Adams with a big catch there. Let's do this. Big 1st down for the Los Angeles Rams. Brought down by DJ Reed. Needed to be there. At the 20-yard line, Matthew Stafford gets under center. Kyren Williams still the back in on this play. They're showing blitz on the Lions' defensive side. It's a handoff here. And out back to the line of scrimmage, Williams will go. It's no gain, 2nd down and 10. David Aguilera, thanks for subscribing to the channel, my friend. Welcome in to those of you who are new to this live stream. My guess is that because this is America's Game of the Week, probably not going to get much viewership on this one. But I'm not going to be pessimistic. We've got 1,000 beautiful souls in this chat room right now. Thank you guys for watching. Empty backfield motion on the field from Kyren Williams with 8.5 left to go. Motion again. This time it looks like it's Parkinson. A drop back here looking right. It's picked off! This is going to go to the house. The 40, the 50, the 40 on the other side. Parkinson still chasing Aiden Hutchinson. Hutchinson will go down. It's not going to be a pick 6, but Aiden Hutchinson with a huge interception there. 1st down, Lions. The Detroit Lions, Aiden Hutchinson with a monster interception. 8:12 left to go. Sean McVay upset about it. The Lions bring this thing back all the way to the Los Angeles Rams 17-yard line. So we literally go from red zone to red zone. They go from red zone to red zone, and that changed quickly. Okay, Detroit Lions going to try to take advantage of a short field here. You've got them lining up at the 17-yard line, 1st and 10, waiting for the snap. Jared Goff in a shotgun, does the left-handed thing. Takes it, drops, looks left, airs this out, shot upfield, it's caught, Touchdown, Amon-Ra St. Brown! Touchdown, ASB. And the Detroit Lions will put 6 points on the board. 6 points on the board. Okay, big play right there. Amon-Ra St. Brown going to get a touchdown here. We'll see if Matthew Stafford can get it figured out. Your turn, Mr. Stafford. The Detroit Lions need this win more than the Rams do, that's for sure. Detroit Lions need this win more than the Rams do, that's for sure. Extra point attempt is up and good to score 7-0. Ready for Mom Spaghetti, says Daniel Wilson. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom Spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready. LaShawn Korb saying it's all good. That's how the Cardinals started out. They scored first. Yikes. Hey, St. Arntix is in the house. What up, St. Arntix? Looks like Atlas Cinema checks in saying y'all gonna feel us. Boom, shakalaka, says Doug. What up, Doug? Just like that, says Cool as a Fam. And boom goes the dynamite. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Anthony. Amon-Ra St. Brown scored the touchdown, my friend. Amon-Ra St. Brown scored the touchdown. Let's see. I'm back from the other stream, says Anthony. Yes, I see you, my friend. Thanks for checking in, bro. Welcome back. Welcome back. Detroit is not a hellhole. There's just a ton of construction, says Chicago Bears. Looks like Dawn gifting out 5 Football Nation memberships. Shout out to Dawn. I appreciate that. I've got the wrong schedules behind me here. Let's update this. Home team today is the Los Angeles Rams. We'll pull up their next 3 games. Los Angeles Rams, Thursday night, Monday night. They basically get a bye week here, guys. That's an 11-day break here between Week 16 and Week 17 between the Seahawks and the Falcons. Right before the postseason, that's huge for the Los Angeles Rams. And then we take a look at the next 5 games, or I guess in this case the next 3 games for the Detroit Lions. And Detroit, they've got a good matchup here. They've got the Steelers next week, the Vikings and the Bears to end off their season. Short week, exact opposite here for the Lions. They'll have a 4-day window to come back and try to counter. So, anyways, YouTube hates me. I never get nothing for free, says Roy Williams. Hey, Detroit can win, but still lose, but still be on the outside looking in, says David Lee. That's probably what's going to end up happening here, man. I think the Rams are going to win this game, but what happens is that if the thanks for checking in, Chance. Appreciate you. 4:40 a.m. where he's at right now. 4:48 a.m. He's on the opposite side of the world right now, out in Thailand. Shout out to you, Mr. Chance Tanner. Thank you for checking in. Detroit is looking especially downtown because I moved here from Chicago. Detroit is an up-and-coming city, totally different from 1990. I think what happens is when areas get over-industrialized, they start to look a little run down. When you start to put in a little more of the more of the residential real estate in those areas and make it more livable, it starts to get a little cleaner here. That's probably what's happening in Detroit. Here's the kickoff, guys. This one goes way, way back, and we do get a return. This time the Rams going to bring it out to the 20. The 25 down at the 28-yard line. Going to be stopped right there. Whittington not going to get much farther than the 28. So the Rams take over. 28-yard line. Jeff saying, well, you're going to lose. Todd Tier apparently was just abducted. Okay, looking for my Rams fans. Looking for my Rams fans for this one. Where my Rams fans at? 1st and 10. Single back formation. Los Angeles back at it again. Right back at it again. A little play action here against the 4-man rush. Matthew Stafford tries to find a man, and this one is jarred loose. Looks like Allen was the intended receiver there. Davis Allen, the intended receiver. Incomplete pass. 7:56 left to go. Good hit at the top of that route to bring up the 2nd down and 10. 7:56 on the clock. Football at the LA Rams 28-yard line after the incomplete pass. Los Angeles going to line up one more time. Matthew Stafford exhales. Blake Corum lined up in the slot right now. 5 wide here, folks. Blake Corum now in the shotgun. Matthew Stafford hasn't taken it yet. There's the blitz coming in. A wind up and a throw. Looks like Puka Nacua going to break off a big chunk right here. Looks like a 10-yard gain for Puka as he fights for the extra yardage. First down, Puka Nacua. First down, Los Angeles. That, ladies and gentlemen, was a 10-yard grab on 2nd down and 10. It moves the football from the 28 to the LA Rams 38. Los Angeles with the football. Rams on the move. Matthew Stafford, break. They line up. Okay, Scoot Makers is back. What up, Scoot Makers? Ashley is back again. Mr. Mojo, I see you, brother. Motion on the field. Tutu Atwell was the motion man. A quick snap and a handoff. This looks like Blake Corum, who takes the carry for 6 yards out to the left-hand side. This will bring up a 2nd down. 6-yard pickup ain't bad, dude. A 6-yard pickup is not bad. So the Rams, 2nd down and 4. The Rams at their own 44. Drive chart down below. Rushing games so far, you can see the total offenses right here. They're talking about them. Neither of these two teams has had much success on the ground yet. Game just getting started. Past the midway point of the first quarter, blitz coming in against Stafford. Stafford will wind up and throw an incomplete pass. A flag does come in. The back judge threw a flag. I watched that one hit the deck. Let's see what this call is going to be. 6:28 left to go. A flag thrown on the play by the back judge. It's going to be before the pass, holding against the Lions defense. This will be a 5-yard penalty, and it will bring up an automatic first down. Matthew Stafford saying it. He already saw it. He knew what was happening here. 1st and 10. Okay, 1st and 10 coming up. Pack 3, Broncos 0. Yeah, I've got those scores at the bottom of the screen right now. Scores at the bottom of the screen right now, folks. We've got ourselves an empty backfield. Matthew Stafford, after the holding call, will take this 1st and 10 from the 49. Stafford finds nobody here. That's an incomplete pass. Looks like this one intended for Puka. Well done. Broken up again by the Lions defense. It brings up a 2nd down and 10. 6:22 left to go. Couldn't bring that one in. Couldn't bring that one in. That'd be cool, St. Arntix. That would be cool. Tennessee is cooked, says Mr. Mojo. The pressure will bust pipes. Yeah, but pressure also makes diamonds. You can't make diamonds without pressure. Okay. Blake Corum steps into the shotgun formation. 2nd down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Trying to get across midfield. Stafford will connect with Puka. Stafford will connect with Ferguson on the play. Looks like Terrence Ferguson, the tight end, makes the grab. It will bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down and 4 after a 6-yard gain. The clock still ticks here. 6:02 left to go. 3rd down and 4. We are across midfield, so mission accomplished there. But this isn't over. Now they got to pick up a 1st down. Even if Terrence Ferguson made a good catch on that one, it's not enough to move the sticks. Looks like they're lining up man defense right now for this Detroit Lions secondary. It is man coverage. Stafford going to wind up and throw. He likes the one-on-one, but an ugly throw here. It looks like it might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete pass will stop the clock. 4th down and 4. Al-Qadim Muhammad puts the pressure against poor Matthew Stafford. Muhammad gets in. Yep, he hits him as he lets go of that football. So great job by the Lions defense to get off the field without conceding any points. And in no man's land on 4th down and 4, they line up to go for it here. Okay, the Rams lining up to go for it. 4th down and 4 at the Detroit 45. The LA Rams maybe looking to try to hard count here. Play clock down to 1. There's the snap. It does come in. Looks like a flag. Stops the clock. prior to the snap, timeout was called. Looks like the Rams used their first timeout. So 2 timeouts remaining in this half. The Rams will use their first. No flag for delay, I suppose. Prior to the snap, timeout was called. Okay. 5 minutes and 34 seconds here left to go in the first quarter of this game. 5:34, you heard that right. Looking for a big first down. The LA Rams have the football on 4th down from the Detroit 45. Big decision here for Sean McVay. The Rams will clinch a playoff berth. Feels like they're already there. So a lot to play for both teams right now. A playoff berth if the Rams win this game. A wind up and a throw. The catch is made on the move. That's a grab for Puka Nacua. 4th down and 4, a 6-yard gain. Moves the football out to the Detroit 39. Puka Nacua, nice push off right there. Good job by Puka to beat DJ Reed on that play. So Puka Nacua picks up the first down. It's a 1st and 10 at the Detroit 39-yard line. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Rams inside of Detroit territory. Rams break the huddle. Break! Stafford steps up under center. Looks like we've got – that's Blake Corum who gets the carry again. Where is Kyren Williams? A 2-yard gain right now. Brings up a 2nd down and 8. The clock ticks. I want to see Kyren Williams out there, not Blake Corum. 2nd down and 8. 9 minutes and 35 seconds left to go. Single back formation. Under center, Matthew Stafford waits for the snap. He steps back, motion on the field. Stafford takes it. Stafford fakes it. Stafford will wind up and throw. Wide open, overthrowing. Oh, man. Terrence Ferguson was wide open, bro. Wide open. You got to think that if that was Colby Parkinson and not Terrence Ferguson, that would have been a touchdown play. Incomplete on 2nd down and 8. Brings up a 3rd down and 8 and stops the clock with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. So 3rd down and 8. It's 4:18 left to go. Trips to the right-hand side. 2 receivers at the top of the screen, so 5 wide here. 3rd down and 8. Matthew Stafford, play clock down to 1. Takes the snap. 4-man rush comes in. He'll wind up and throw, and that intended for Atwell. Incomplete. 4th down and 8. So 4th down and 8, bro. You heard that right. 4th down and 8. And the Rams, you're kidding. No. The Rams are lining up to go for it on 4th down and 8? Why? The disrespect, dude. Oh, my gosh. 4th down and 8. Stafford waits for the snap. They are 5 wide once again. Play clock down to 4. A 4-man rush coming in. Stafford will wind up and throw. It's caught by Puka. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 4th down and 8, and they are playing Madden right now. There's no way that they actually – what? That's brutal, dude. They went for it. They got it. It's actually a 1st and 10 at the Detroit 27 now. What a grab. Incredibly strong hands there by Puka Nacua to hang on to that one. Single back formation. Showing blitz again. The Detroit Lions will rush a lot of guys across the line, which means empty space up here. Looks like Parkinson gets inside the 5, down at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal coming up for Detroit. Excuse me, 1st and goal coming up for the Rams. Detroit's defense got to figure that out now. Put in Kyren, says Doug Case. I'm with it. I am too, Aaron Hughes. He says, I'm also surprised that the Lions didn't go for it on 4th down on that opening drive. I got you, Brian. I'm here, man. Okay. So, The score is 7-0. The Rams looking to tie it up right now. And looks like whistles are going to be coming in right now. First and goal. Someone going to stop the clock. Looks like a timeout going to be called by one side. And I think Campbell just needs an explanation right now. Don't know what the explanation is for. Because the catch was made by Parkinson, so I don't understand. The clock is stopped. It's first and goal. I don't know that we're under a review or not. All I know is that Campbell made such a big stink about that last play that they stopped the game for this. And they will be charged with a timeout for that. Here's the call. So he said the spot of the previous play is not reviewable. And the Lions are still going to be charged for the timeout. So it's not reviewable. How are you going to charge? How are you going to say, actually, no, we actually can't review that, but we're going to charge you a timeout anyways because we don't like you, dude. Okay. So, first and goal coming out. From the 4-yard line. Looks like Kyren Williams is the running back on this play. It's a snap and a handoff to him. He'll bounce inside and score the touchdown. Touchdown, Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. Rams. Looks like 2 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. A touchdown for the Los Angeles Rams. Deservingly so, says ACRST. Slopez. What up, Slopez? S. Lopez. Go for two. Says, why not working? You might as well. They went for it on fourth down, 3 times on that drive? 2 times for sure on that drive. One of them was a 4th down and 8, and they said, I don't care. You don't scare us, Detroit. Let me show you how a 4th down conversion is done. Dan Campbell, you can see it in his face. How did he see me? Gosh. Crazy. 72.1. Look at that, guys. We are continuing to grow. Touchdown for Mario's fantasy. That's true, Doug. I do have Kyren Williams on my fantasy squad right now. I definitely needed that. I am concerned about my money league, though. I'm probably going to get crushed because Josh Allen had such a good day, and Joe Burrow gave me a grand total of 7 points. I left Baker Mayfield on the bench. I left DJ Moore on the bench with 20 points, so that did not work out for me. I started, check out this, guys. I started Joe Burrow, Jackson Smith and Jigba, CD Lamb, Chris Olave. Devon Achane, Breece Hall only put up 4 points. Trash. Yeah, man, just a brutal way for me to lose fantasy football this season. It is going to take Jackson Smith and Jigba to put up 35 points, more than Puka, for me to have a chance to come back and win this thing. Kind of a tough spot for me right now, for sure. Greasy Flight saying sour. I do got some sour. Linda in the house. Linda Catalano. What's going on, Linda? Saying, I love Football Nation. Football Nation loves you too, Linda. Thanks for checking in. It's a track meet. You going to eat your tots, says the Mr. Mojo. My tots. No tots here. Green Bay, 10-0. I took Green Bay to win this game. I did take Green Bay to win this game, banger, against the Denver Broncos. Not 100%. CeeDee Lamb might score all right. I hope so, Jordan. What do you think about the Vikings game against my Dallas Cowboys, James? That's a great question, man. I think the Dallas Cowboys will be able to get it done. But every team that faces the Dallas Cowboys defense goes in there with a big smile on their face because they know that Dallas Cowboys defense, for lack of a better term, is beatable. Definitely beatable. Here's the spread scrolling by at the bottom of the screen, folks. The Rams, 5.5-point favorites in this one. The Lions, 5.5-point underdogs. I'm still sticking to the Detroit Lions. Actually, I don't even remember who I took at this point. Go Pack, go. Go Pack, go, says Roy Williams. Okay. I've actually got the scores at the bottom of the screen here, y'all. We're going to move this over. Oh, crud. Let's see if I can't. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave it there. Sunday night and Monday night football also at the spread for all your midday games. The Detroit Lions get the football back. They will not return. This will be a touchback, and we'll start this drive on the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for Detroit. So 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions. Believe in your team, says James. Oh, I believe the Dallas Cowboys are going to win. I just know that the LA Rams are – that Justin Jefferson is thinking to himself, dude, I can keep up pace with George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb right now. Jahmyr Gibbs on the sideline here. Looks like they've got David Montgomery on this play. 1st and 10 from the 35. Jared Goff under center. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Clean pocket. Then he gets flushed out. So he'll wind up and throw this thing away. Just screwing around. Whittington just trying to have a little bit of fun on the sideline. Incomplete pass, 2nd down. 2 minutes and 36 seconds left to go on the incomplete pass. So 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Can I get a magnifying glass, says Kevin Saltzler. Yeah, bro. All you got to do, look, if these numbers look a little small, bro, put your fingers on the screen and you can actually zoom in on this, dude. In case you did not know, you can actually zoom in on the numbers. 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Here's the snap and a handoff. Out to the left-hand side. It will be a 2-yard pickup on 2nd down and 10. 3rd down and 8 coming up. The clock starts again. So 3rd down and 8. The Detroit Lions facing a 3rd down and long on their own 37-yard line. On their own 37-yard line. I got you, Kevin. I got you, bro. So 2 minutes left to go here in the first. It's a 3rd down and 8 for the Detroit Lions, who have possession right now. Lions with the football. Jared Goff. I don't know if he was just getting a shoe tied or what here, but Goff waits for the snap. He takes it. He'll drop back. He'll look to the right. He'll air it out to the right-hand side. The catch is made. Jameson Williams, 25 yards. That's good for a 1st down, Detroit. 1st down for the Detroit Lions. A 25-yard grab for Jameson Williams out to the 40-yard line from the from the Detroit side of midfield out to the LA Rams 38. Looks like we got a $1 super chat checking in from our friend Nuke Fandango. What up, Nuke? Nuke Fandango in the house. Appreciate that, man. Fist bumps to you, sir. Motion on the field from Isaac Tesla from the 38-yard line. The Lions on 1st and 10. A turnaround and a handoff here. David Montgomery will pick up 4. It brings up a 2nd down and 6. Football to the LA Rams, 29. Football to the LA Rams, 29. Okay. Looks like we got a game, says Todd Tier. A ton of offense, says Chicago Bears. This is literally going to be a Madden video game with just a ton of offense. Okay. 2nd down and 5. Stafford hands this off. David Montgomery to the right-hand side. Going to bulldoze his way through the defense. Will pick up good yardage here. Call it a gain of 5. 3rd down and 1 coming up. Moves the football to the 29, and this should end the quarter here. This should take us to the end of the quarter as this starts to tick down. Okay. I don't think they're going to go for it now. 3rd down and 1. They're lining up here, but with 3 seconds left to go here at the end of this quarter, no snap coming in. It does take us to the end of the quarter, and we go out now. Okay, guys. So the Detroit Lions, when we get back, it'll be 3rd down and 1. Both teams have used a timeout right now. You can see it down below, guys. 3rd down and 1 at the LA Rams 29-yard line. Let's see. I got Bolts Pack Super Bowl. I say. A pull. I say. That's your foghorn leghorn there, Roy Williams. Come on and zoom. Nice, Kevin. Come on and zoom. What up, Doe, says HB Link. Detroit is in the house. You know what? Let's find out for real, for real. Where are you watching from? We didn't do this on the last one, guys. Where are you watching from? And you know what I'm realizing right now? How? How have I not done a poll for this game? How have I not done a poll for this game? Who will win? Lions? Rams? All right, chat, surprise me. Surprise me, chat. I asked you guys where you are watching from. Robert Zamora in the 210. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Your green screen, says Courtney. It's back there. Let's see. Detroit, Michigan is in the house. What up, KB Bordeaux? I got Space Explorer in Indiana. Ashley out in Boston. More than a feeling. Sorry, Boston always gets me going there. Palm Springs, what's up? Palm Springs, California. Lions all the way, says Chance Tanner. Looks like Atlas saying hello, Atlanta, but I rep the Dallas area is my guess what that means right there. Brooklyn, what up? Hey, Brooklyn in the house. Canada, welcome in, Greasy Flight. We got HB Link in Detroit. Go win Lions, saying William. Roy, thanks for checking in. Dawn in Greenville, South Carolina. Mr. Gator in Florida. We got LaShawn Korb in Colorado. We got the poor guy in Illinois. Groves, Texas, checking in. Saginaw, Michigan. Never heard of Saginaw, Michigan, but what's up? Thanks for checking in, Michigan folks. Lenore City, Tennessee. Palm Springs, California. Krabi, Thailand. I don't know if I said that right, but thanks, Chance, for watching this game today with us. Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, says Brandon. Love it. El Paso's in the house. Cali's in the house. Oakland's in the house. Arizona's in the house. Hawaii is in the house. And the Detroit Lions are lining up right now for this big 3rd down and 1 play as we come back from the commercial break. 3rd down and 1, a snap and a handoff to the right-hand side. David Montgomery out past the 25 will break multiple tackles, takes this inside the red zone. We got a 1st down. 1st and 10 coming up after the carry. 14 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Down at the 19-yard line, 1st down. Speaking of Hawaii, the Honolulu Blue is on the move right now. Thank you guys for hanging out with me during that quick commercial break. During that quick commercial break there, I know it wasn't a super long break between the 1st and the 2nd, but we're back. We're focusing on this game. The next commercial break, I'll chat with you guys once again. Jared Goff points into the defense, does this thing with the left hand, takes the snap from the 19-yard line, pressure coming in. Goff will wind up and throw. St. Brown makes the grab. Looks like he's down at about the 16-yard line. 2nd down coming up, 2nd down and 7 on a 3-yard gain. They're showing some highlights here as Christian McCaffrey punches his way in for a touchdown. McCaffrey punches a touchdown in, not surprised on that. Tennessee Titans do have a field goal today. Lions, Rams. Rams, Lions. We've got a pistol, an I formation, excuse me. 2nd down and 7 out of the I. David Montgomery to the 15, to the 10, inside the 10, down at the 8-yard line. It's 1st and goal at the 8 for the Detroit Lions now. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Okay. 13 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. 1st and goal. 22 seconds on the play clock right now. Jared Goff has completed 6 of 8 today. I'm going to scroll up just a hair so you guys can see some of the stats. With 13 minutes left to go, Goff will take it. He will fake it. He will wind up and throw to the near pylon. It's actually the far pylon, and that one was intended for ASB. Amon-Ra St. Brown unable to make the grab. It's incomplete and stops the clock. 2nd down and goal coming up now. Mar, you got to try and get a game on a mini screen. Just seen that they have it on now, but have a block box in the middle. Wait, what? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, and I'm 100% not willing to get a copyright strike or a copyright issue. Not even worth it. Here's the handoff on 2nd and goal out to the 6-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Okay. So 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal from the 6 with 12:36 left to go. About 12 and a half minutes, guys. 3rd down and goal, and the Detroit Lions are looking to score right now. Big play coming up for Detroit, and you know what Dan Campbell likes to do on 4th downs. We'll see if they will go for it on 4th downs. Isaac Tesla on the move. Jared Goff looking that way. He'll wind up and throw on the back pedal. Intended for ASB. The official not going to throw a flag, even though St. Brown was pulling on his pad saying, hey, man, there was a holding there. Instead, it's an incomplete pass, 4th down and goal. And we are going to get the field goal unit. So a 24-yarder here should be pretty routine. We just saw the Lions miss a field goal earlier in this game. A 24-yard attempt. Jake Bates 0 for 1. Let's see if he can get right on this one. Lined up from the right hash. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, it is good. And this is going to mean points. Okay, folks, so we get points on the board finally. Let's go ahead and reset this, reset that, reset the other. Okay, 2 field goals. Is this the Lions? I know, right? Also, to whoever said this, stay true. He's saying right here, you got to try and get the game on a mini screen. Just seen that they have it on now, but a black box in the middle. Nah, man, that's definitely not worth it at all. I'll tell you how I know it's not worth it. If you go back to my old games, bro, like go back to year 1, year 2, I tried this, dude. I actually tried this. And you'll notice that you won't get any ads on those. I cannot monetize those. YouTube has allowed me to keep those up. But if you are caught putting out NFL content on there, they will shut you down, and they'll shut you down fast. And if you don't report that there are other channels showing the games right now, someone is going to, and I can guarantee you those channels will be taken down. I'm not going to play that game. I've been at this game on the YouTube platform for 3 years. I think it's 3 years tomorrow, guys, is my 3-year anniversary as Football Nation. And I promise you, this is a bad idea. Bad idea. Appreciate you trying to look out for what's good, but I promise you it's a bad idea, bro. I can guarantee you it's a bad idea. I want Packers to lose, says Lions. I want them to lose too. But you can do highlights? No, you can't. You can't do that either, bro. Can't do that either, Rick. That's one. You know what? Let me just pull up one of my. I'm gonna go to my shelf right now. I will show you. Literally, dude. I literally had a channel or a stream taken down from live because I showed something from 2 years ago. It was the AFC Championship game, right? And because I showed clips and highlights of these games, they shut down the channel on year 1 that I did this. I promise you. Bad idea. Now, if you do less than 8 seconds and you do a voiceover on it or whatever, you can maybe fight and try to argue with the giant play button in the sky. But if the NFL wants your stuff taken down because you showed even a fraction of their stuff, they will take you down, bro. Or they will say, you know what, keep it up, that's fine. We're going to take every dollar you made from that stream because we're the NFL and you're using our product and our brand and our likeness. Promise you guys, I've been down that road, man. I've been down that road. Not going to go down that road again. It would cost more. It's just not a good idea. Trust me. Now, if you guys want to open up your own YouTube channels and try it, you can report back to me and let me know how that works out for you. Me, I like my channel too much. I'm going to play this game the right way. Here's the kickoff. This goes back to the LA Rams. Rams going to return the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30. Even some of my long-form pieces, guys, out on the YouTube channel. Not even my lives. I've had delisted from monetization for those exact same things, for having a clip that ran 9 seconds instead of 8 seconds or what have you. I've had to waste days and days and days of video editing. You know, last Super Bowl for that exact last year on the Super Bowl. Nope, I didn't make $1 on last year's Super Bowl because I showed some highlights. So I feel strongly about it. That's the last time I'll mention it. 1st and 10 for Blake Corum. He runs to the right-hand side. He will somersault down to the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up now for the LA Rams. Second quarter underway, 10 minutes and 45 seconds. Going right now. Okay. 1st and 10. It's crazy, guys. I legitimately didn't make a single dollar during last year's Super Bowl because of exactly that. Last year's Super Bowl. That was my second Super Bowl that I had done. And both Super Bowls I haven't made a single dollar on. Facts. Here's the snap, dropping back. Gonna air this out. Matthew Stafford upfield. It's caught by Puka Nacua. Catch made upfield, 37 yards. Puka Nacua makes the grab from the LA Rams 50 to the Detroit Lions 14. First down, Los Angeles. 1st and 10. Lisa, thank you. I appreciate that. Happy belated birthday again to you, Lisa. Welcome back. I hope you had an amazing birthday last week. I appreciate you. Puka Nacua absolutely catches everything. Okay. Puka Nacua is an absolute beast. Looks like we got a touchdown coming up in one of those other games down at the bottom. Is that the Green Bay Packers? Did the Packers just score a touchdown? Looks like Denver just scored a touchdown. Okay, 1st and 10 coming up. The LA Rams have the football now inside the red zone at the 14-yard line. At the 14-yard line, single back formation. Matthew Stafford waits for it. He fakes the handoff as he rolls out to the right. Catch made by Colby Parkinson inside the 5, down at the 3. It's 1st and goal coming up now for these LA Rams. The Rams looking good here. Knock, knock, knocking on the door. Okay. Lions 10, Lions 10, Lions 10. Change your score. Thank you. How did I miss that? I missed the field goal. I never added that field goal. Thank you. Who said that? Whoever said that, thank you. It is 10. Thanks, guys. It is 10-7, Detroit Lions. Up by just 3 with 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. I appreciate you guys looking out for me. Motion on the field here. Here is the snap and another play action as Matthew Stafford will pump. He'll wind up. He'll throw. It's tipped. Incomplete pass. 2nd and goal. Stops the clock with 9:29. Okay. Okay. Green Bay 6-7. You said it there, Todd Tier. You said it, my friend. So the Detroit Lions have 10. The LA Rams have 7. With 9:29 left to go, it is 2nd down and goal. Devontae Adams checking out on this play. Puka Nacua on the field. Stafford under center. Blake Corum is the running back on the play, and it's a handoff to Corum. He fights for it. He's down at the 1. 3rd down and goal coming up at the 1-yard line with 9:20 left to go. With 9:20 left to go. Okay. These Rams fans, I see y'all out here in the chat. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Dolphins-Steelers game tomorrow is huge. Yeah, dude, that is a huge game, Owl on the Prowl. I will be live for that one. 8:57 left to go. The clock is ticking. We got ourselves a 3rd down and goal at the 1-yard line. Stafford steps back, motion on the field here. It's Whittington who's the motion man. A pump fake, Stafford, good feet right here. He'll wind up and throw. I think that's going to be caught for a touchdown. The official saying no good. Oh, man, Whittington says that he caught it. Here's the replay. He went up. He definitely had it here. I mean, he didn't hang on to it through the ground. It's Ferguson, by the way. Davis Ferguson, not Whittington. So Davis Ferguson went up and was brought down by Alex Anzalone. Let me stop the clock. The official said it was no good. And if it is incomplete, is there a flag on this play? There is a flag on this play. Flag on the play, holding on the defense. It's a replay, but it's a first down, so first and goal, and the Rams get a fresh set of downs thanks to a mess up here by Alex Anzalone, I suppose. Stafford to the right-hand side, a sidearm throw, incomplete. Another flag coming in. Oh, my goodness. So a flag in the end zone on third down and goal from the 1-yard line. We had a holding call early on. Then that holding call results in a first and goal from the 1. Here's another, this time pass interference or a holding call against the Lions defense again. So that'll be against the Lions defense again. And this will bring up another first and goal from the 1. I think you should just hand this off to Kyren Williams. I think this should be a simple Kyren Williams touchdown. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. 8:34 left to go. They do line up in a single back formation. Kyren Williams is the single back on the play. It's obvious, man. That's what they're going to do. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff to Kyren. And Kyren, easy, scores the touchdown. Touchdown, Los Angeles Rams. The Rams put 6 points on the board thanks to Kyren Williams. Williams will put 6 up. And the Lions fighting for their playoff lives right now. The Lions fighting for their playoff lives. We'll see if they can figure out a way. So 8:31 here left to go. About to take a 4-point lead. The Rams' extra point attempt is up, and it is good. The score is 14-10, Los Angeles. 8:31 left to go. Big play by Puka Nacua to set up that touchdown. Kyren Williams will cap it off with a 1-yard touchdown plunge. This game has been pretty crazy. Rams are nuts. They always walk so close to the edge of their mountain range. Let's see. 1 week I don't start. The 1 week I don't start him, says the one-handed Baron. Don't hate, don't relate to the Cowboys. Detroit versus everybody, says Two Felons Podcast. What up, Two Felons? 4 penalties, all on the Lions, says Uncle Bob's Carnivore. That's kind of huge, man. 4 penalties, all on Detroit. That's brutal. Where the stars shine. You mean deep in the heart of Texas? Who do you have today? Says Scully did it. Dude, Scully. Okay, so I'm in 5 fantasy football leagues, guys. Right now for this game, I have Kyren Williams in my Dynasty Football League. And in that league, I'm definitely going to advance. In that league, I'm taking a quick look right now. I am kicking this dude's rear pretty good right now, or at least I'm projected to when Dak Prescott comes in. I need a touchdown from Ted McMillan. I got Kyren Williams and Christian McCaffrey playing right now. I got Kyren Williams and Christian McCaffrey and Ted McMillan all playing right here, right now. James Cook put up 30. Ooh, that's not going to be good for me either. So I'm actually in trouble in that fantasy league. That is the Dynasty League. I'm going to take a look at some of the other fantasy leagues here right now, guys. I've got Chris Olave in the red zone. Jackson Smith and Jigba looks like also has 1.2. Chris Olave has 1.2. Seattle's defense, 8.4. I'm playing against Blake Corum and Puka Nacua. I don't have Blake Corum or Puka Nacua in any of my 5 fantasy leagues. And in my money league right now, dude, I'm getting curb stomped. This is so awful, dude. I wish I had started DJ Moore. I wish I had started Baker Mayfield. This would be such a different story right now. I wish I was a fish. Looks like I might lose this one too. Man, my fantasy season might be over today, guys. The Football Nation Fantasy League, I should be okay. The Football Nation Fantasy League, I should be okay if Josh Jacobs can score a touchdown. But it's been kind of a mess. Kind of a mess. I'm playing against Adams and Stafford. Keep feeding Blake and the running backs for touchdowns. Old Man Rivers, says David Lee. Old Man Rivers. Here he is, 6'3" in that game, by the way. Touchback after the points were scored by the LA Rams. Looks like Penei Sewell looking at his left ankle. He's questionable to return. He does go to the blue tent. They're going to take a look at him. Okay, 8:31. 1st and 10, the Detroit Lions on the field right now. The Lions offense taking over here. Let's get locked in. Let's get locked in. 8:31 left to go in the first half of this game. Looks like Jared Goff to the left, to the right. I formation motion from Isaac Tesla. Looking the other way, though, Jared Goff steps up through the pocket, will wind up and throw. It's bobbled, but it's caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the 40, the 20, the 15, down shy of the 10 at the 13-yard line. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 52 yards. First down, Detroit. First down for the Lions. St. Brown, a beautiful route run right there by him. Took that football inside the red zone, and here we go. The Detroit Lions saying not today. Detroit Lions saying not today. The sun god, says Atlas. That is correct. Okay. Tell them who we are, says HB Link. What a play by St. Brown. Here we go at the 13-yard line. A snap, a handoff. Jahmyr Gibbs gets the carries from the 13, tries to fight some tackles here, gets down to the 10. It's a 2nd down and 7. The clock continues to tick away. We are at the midway point of this second quarter. We will have a trivia quiz during halftime. Let me make sure I got the right quiz up for that one. Okay. That's all right. We're all good. Okay. So 2nd down and 7 with 7 minutes here left to go. I formation. Goff pointing into the defense once again. He takes the snap. He hands this off. Gibbs looking for a couple of blocks. He'll pick up 2 yards. 3rd down and 5. Ticking away again. Where do you go from here? Come on, Gibbs, says Doug. Welcome home, St. Brown, USC, says Arian Robbie. Turnover incoming, saying James Osborne. I don't think so, James. Something tells me that's not going to be the case. 3rd down and 5 from the 8-yard line, a shotgun formation. As Goff points into the defense one more time. Trips to the top of the screen. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the motion man as he goes to the bottom. He'll get the catch, and he'll get it on a wide receiver screen. That's good. The catch is there. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. And the Lions. Why you always lying? Touchdown to Detroit, 16-14. Here comes the extra point attempt. So Amon-Ra St. Brown connects with Jared Goff, or I should say Jared Goff connects with him. Good blocking upfield on this one. Extra point attempt coming up now. 16-14. The Lions take the lead once again. The extra point attempt to make it a 3-point game. The kick is up. The kick, although it wavers, is good. And that is the score, folks. We've got a 17-14 game. Very good contest once again. Our last game was good. This game is good. Bro, that Bills and Patriots game, it's one heck of a game, man. That Bills and Patriots game was one heck of a game. Why don't we take a look at the postseason, because a lot of things just changed. Guys. We're going to have to update this graphic already. Let's see. Going to have to update this graphic here already. So the Patriots lost their game. The Buffalo Bills get a win. They're now 10-4. That'll move them up a little bit, and they're 1 win behind the New England Patriots. So looks like the division has not been clinched just yet. The Houston Texans got a win today. The Rams playing the Lions right now. The Lions on the outside looking in. The Packers playing the Broncos right now. A good matchup happening there. Philadelphia just absolutely got a chance to steamroll the poor Raiders this week. Seattle Seahawks in the middle of a contest. 49ers in the middle of a contest right now. So a lot of good games happening here at the moment. The Detroit Lions are sitting at number 8. They are hoping the 49ers lose a game and that they can win this one to maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed for them, get into the postseason. The Bears would be another one. So the season isn't over just yet. The Bears got to get it all figured out. Looks like the Lions also got to get it all figured out. There's a lot going on right now, man. There's a lot going on across the NFL. It's not as crystal clear as one wants it to be. You know, I never got a chance to do our quarterback comparison here. But let's not forget, these two guys played for each other's teams and got traded to the other teams right now. And this is how it's worked out this season. So close, it's basically the same thing. Matthew Stafford much better, though, at the total touchdowns category. I think most of us who have watched football for the past 10, 15 years would all agree that Matthew Stafford is probably the more reliable quarterback when we look at these two. Just based off of career numbers and based off of that, Matthew Stafford is inside the top 10 in the NFL of all-time passing yards. That is going to come up during today's trivia. These two defenses, pretty evenly matched here as well. Very, very close when we look at the numbers. Very, very close when we look at the numbers here, guys. So they do give up a few more passing yards on the Lions side of things. Meanwhile, the Rams have been very good at generating sacks, forcing turnovers. We see the defense of the Detroit Lions not as successful as the Rams defense has been this season. Here is the kickoff. The Lions defense about to take the field. The Rams offense about to take the field. Here is the return out past the 20 to the 25, down at about the 20, let's call that the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for the LA Rams. So 1st and 10 at the 28. Rams take over now. I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Who would you rather have, Stafford or Goff? Who would you rather have, Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff? Seems like the Rams wanted to have Matthew Stafford, and Matthew Stafford won a Super Bowl with this LA Rams team. Of course, it is a team sport. The defense makes a big difference. 1st and 10, a handoff from the 28-yard line to Blake Corum, who will pick up, it looks like 7. He is down on the sideline. He gets right back up. Looks like an 8-yard pickup, 2nd down and 2. I don't want to see your face out there, Blake Corum. Sorry, no offense to you, buddy, but I really need you to sit this one out, my guy. I need more Kyren Williams here. I got a 2nd down and 3 on my TV screen. 2nd down and 2 on my cheat sheet over here with looks like 5:30 left to go. I'll start the clock in just a second. Matthew Stafford under center. Tutu Atwell on the run. Here's the snap. Here's the drop back. Davis Allen gets the target. He will pick up 4, and that is good for a 1st down, LA Rams. 1st down, Los Angeles. Okay, so 1st down for the LA Rams. It's out to the 40-yard line right now. Switch them back, says Kevin Lewis. Stafford is better if he's not throwing the ball away, says Owl on the prowl. Stafford all about his numbers, 3-yard passes or behind the line of scrimmage. He sucked when he was with Detroit. That's true, Jack. That's true, Jack. Single back formation on the 40-yard line. Stafford looks right, throws right. Welcome back, by the way, Jack. The first time I read your name, it cracked me up. 2nd down and 5 coming up after a 5-yard gain. Out to the 45-yard line, the Rams will go. Big 2nd down. It is 2nd down and 5 coming up for Los Angeles. 2nd down and 5 coming up for Los Angeles. 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the board. Clock is still ticking. Peter, thank you, sir. Thank you, Peter. Shotgun formation. Motion on the field. Stafford takes the snap on a 4-man rush coming in right there. A sidearm throw, incomplete pass will stop the clock with 4:01. No flag on the play. 3rd down and 5 at the LA Ram 45. Rams facing another 3rd down. Stafford is on his game right now, says Slopez. Let's see, Slopez. JD Rams fan saying Stafford for MVP. Does Stafford have a real shot at MVP? Does he have a real shot at MVP? I think so. Motion here. Blake Corum still in on this drive. So Blake Corum standing to the left right now of Matthew Stafford. Play clock down to 1. Snap comes in very close to a delay. Stafford trying to get quick-footed. He'll be dropped down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. It brings up a 4th down, and this time on 4th down and 5 from their own 45. Sean McVay not feeling the confidence he was feeling in the first quarter. They will punt and not go for it here. So Stafford brought down on the play. Kendall with a big capital plus injury. What does that mean? Stafford injured. I didn't see Stafford get injured. Looks like Stafford is fine. They cleared this one out. Here's the punt on 4th down and 5. This one goes back. And this one will be returned from the 5 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Down at the 20-yard line he goes. Good 15-yard return right there. 1st and 10. Here's the replay. Stafford took a hit and got brought down right here. Stafford seems to be fine. I don't think there's any injury there. All right, guys, so looks like 3:09 here left to go. The Lions get the football. It'll be a 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line, so just as effective as a touchback. Just as effective as a touchback, the Lions going to take over in good field position. Detroit is a totally different organization. Totally different ownership, commitment to winning than past family members running the organization. Detroit is a totally different organization, says Chicago Bears 1985. Although, totally different ownership, commitment to winning than past family members running the organization. You're talking about Sheila Ford Hamp, who is now the owner of the Detroit Lions, and how she has revamped this and gotten more focused on actually winning games, which the Lions have done a pretty good job of winning games, guys. I will say that in the past few years. Let's see. They score again, says the Mr. Mojo. 3-0 Dunzo, says Jeff Navarre. Matt Stafford will be a senior citizen in a few years. That's true, Kendall. That is true. Why don't we peek our heads in on the other games across the NFL? Okay, guys, bottom of the screen. Carolina Panthers are up 10-7 over the New Orleans Saints. We look at this game happening right here, right now. The Lions have a 3-point lead over the Los Angeles Rams. We also take a look over here at the Denver Broncos, who are down 13-7 against the Green Bay Packers. I took Green Bay. Santino took Denver. We've got the Indianapolis Colts and the Seattle Seahawks right now. Phillip Rivers up 6-3 over the Seattle Seahawks, one of the best defenses in the NFL. That should not last much longer. I need to see Jackson Smith and Jigba pop off in that game. Tennessee Titans 17-10. They are losing that game to the San Francisco 49ers right now. And then tonight we will have the Minnesota Vikings versus the Dallas Cowboys. Is Denver cooked, says the Mr. Mojo, or asks the Mr. Mojo. Is Denver cooked, asks the Mr. Mojo. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Taking a quick look at some of the numbers on the analytics side right here on the YouTube part of the equation. Appreciate you guys watching this live stream with me, folks. We've got 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Here's the snap. Looking to the left, doesn't like it. Goff trying to improvise, will throw on the run, and he may as well have thrown that with his left hand. What on earth was that? Terrible throw right there from Jared Goff. 2nd down and 10, stops the clock with 3:03. 3:03, I'll remember that, band. Denver cooked, says the Mr. Mojo. Nice, says Kevin Lewis. Still too early, as we have seen today, says Don. Good point, Don. Very good point. Okay. Single back formation. Motion on the field from Kyren Williams with 3:03 left to go. It's a handoff to Gibbs. Gibbs takes this out to the right-hand side, goes from the 20 out to the 22. 3rd down and 8 coming up. It does start the clock once again. We are approaching the 2-minute warning. We will need to see one more play before the 2-minute warning hits. 25 seconds left to go on the play clock here. I got San Fran, says William Reed. Go Dallas, -5.5, says Preston. Let's effing go, says Don. Let's go, Don. Motion on the field. Goff waits for the snap. Tough situation this season for the Detroit Lions since they don't have Sam Laporta at this point. Goff will wind up and throw. Catch will be made by ASB on 3rd down and 8. It's a 7-yard gain, 4th down and 1. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th down and 1 at the Detroit 29. You got to be wondering here, is Dan Campbell going to do it? Is Dan Campbell going to do it? This takes us to the 2-minute warning. What do you think? This takes us to the 2-minute warning. Will Dan Campbell go for it or no? That's funny. So 2-minute warning, will Dan Campbell go for it or no? No, Laporta, no bueno, says the Mr. Mojo. Yep. 2-minute warning. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, one and all. I'm actually going to turn off my microphone so I can eat these Sour Patch Kids because delicious. Okay, turn this back on. I turned off the mic so you guys didn't have to hear me chomping on Sour Patch Kids because gross. Chomp, 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 says Mr. Mojo. You guys saying that he's going to go for it, says Chupaconda. Chupaconda saying go for it. Daniel saying do it. Just do it. Campbell always goes for it. That's why they lose, says Mr. Mojo. Let's see. I don't know, man. We'll see how this goes. I love my Sour Patch Kids, man. Feel free to chomp, says Jack. Nah, man. If he goes for it, go Rams, says LaShawn Korb. He might go for it, but I think they'll punt. I think they'll be smart on this one, and they'll punt this one away. The Lions' defense managed to get off the field on the last drive, so why not let him go for it? Yeah, I'll have to eat at some point, but candy is not necessarily a have-to-eat candy. This is just my luxury to get me through this 12-hour day. 12 hours of football on this channel, guys. 12 hours of football on this channel. Fake punt, says Brad. Sour Patch for real, though, James. I do love me my Sour Patch. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Lions 1, DT in the house. Matt, we will cross that bridge when we get there, and I believe the Lions got the football to start the first half. So the Rams should be getting the football to start the second half. Detroit Lions on 4th down and 1 are lining up to go for it because they are Detroit. 4th down and 1 at the 29-yard line. They're going for it. Goff takes the snap, will fake the handoff, will find St. Brown on the flat, and he will pick up 14 yards. First down, Detroit Lions. Gutsy call, but what else do you expect out of Campbell? Also, St. Brown manages to go out of bounds here with forward momentum and forward progress, so it stops the clock as well. Good job to stop the clock going out of bounds. Big first down pickup. Football out to the 43-yard line for the Detroit Lions. Huge decision to go for it. Works out for Detroit. Stafford not on the field right now. It is Goff who takes it. He fakes it. He'll wind up and throw at the feet of 0. So Gibbs, the intended receiver. Incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10. Football still at the Detroit 43. A must-win game, says Wade Woodruff. A must-win game, says Wade Woodruff. Okay. Both teams have 200 total yards. Both teams with 200 total yards. Goff waits for the snap in the shotgun. 2 receivers at the bottom. 2 receivers at the top. Play clock down to 4 from the 43. The snap comes in. Goff will wind up and checks it down to Gibbs. Great job by the defense here as Wallace wraps Gibbs up immediately. A 2-yard gain right here. 1:37 left to go He does bring up a 3rd down and 8 from the Detroit Lions 46-yard line. Uh-oh. They're calling it a 3rd down and 7 from the 46. So 3rd down and 7 from the 46-yard line. The clock is still ticking. No timeouts being called. Looks like the Lions are okay with the position that they're in here. I think that time is on their side. 70 seconds left to go in the first half. Play clock down to 1. A 4-man rush coming in. Goff going to step up into this throw. St. Brown makes the grab. He will slide as he goes down at the 45-yard line. A 14-yard grab and a 1st down for the Detroit Lions. 1st down for the Lions, down at the 45-yard line. Good catch for St. Brown. 126 yards in the first half of this game. Going to wind up and deliver this one upfield. Another grab. Looks like Jameson Williams going to catch it for 14 yards. We're quickly at the LA Rams 31. Timeout has been called. Stops the clock. 36 seconds left to go. So 1st and 10. Pine Hawk saying that Mahomes was faking. No way, Pine Hawk. I watched that happen. His leg went like out to the side. That left leg was ugly, bro. He's done. Mahomes is done for the season. I promise you that. I'm wondering if he'll need surgery on it. I don't think that Mahomes was faking that at all, dude. I don't think that Mahomes was faking that injury at all. I watched it happen. That knee just popped, bro. Gross. 1st and 10. Timeout is over. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers at the bottom, 2 receivers at the top. Matthew Stafford waits for it. Matthew Stafford waiting for it. The entire offensive line communicating right now. From 31 yards out, Stafford takes the snap. He drops back. He'll air this out. A deep shot upfield. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jameson Williams. 31-yard bomb. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Wow. Jameson Williams. What a play. And they do a 40-yard dash right there. They do a little foot race to celebrate in the end zone. Jameson Williams stepping on the gas there. Beautiful throw by Jared Goff to drop that right in the breadbasket. Perfect center of the end zone. I love it. 1st and 10. Actually, extra point attempt coming up right now with 30 seconds left to go. It's a 10-point game, and the Detroit Lions have a comfortable 10-point lead. Okay, so the Rams are going to get the football. Are the Rams in trouble? Are the Rams in trouble? 58% of the chat leaning towards the Detroit Lions. 58% of the chat leaning towards the Detroit Lions. Let's see, and Sohn if you wanted Stafford. And some of you wanted Stafford. Ridiculous, says Jack. I still think Stafford's the better quarterback. Guess going for it was a good call, eh? That's true, Cameron. That's true. Make me eat a big bowl of crow right now. Rams fans are awfully quiet, says Atlas. Opa. Opa! Fire. Fire, fire, fire. Okay, guys. Rivers is balling right now, says Alice Reagan. 13-3. Thank you, Coach Campbell, for not being so reckless with the 4th down play calling, says Kendall. I like it, Kendall. Thanks for checking into the chat. TM checking in right now as well. Thank you for checking in, saying nope. Saying nope. Okay. All right. All right, folks. Let's see. 1,400. Do I bet it? I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Game not over, saying Eric Swing. What kind of Sour Patch, says James? This, my friend. This is a good kind of Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kids Extreme. It's the good stuff. My green screen doesn't seem to like it. You can see right through it, which is kind of an interesting, kind of my Harry Potter invisibility cloak. I don't know. Anyways, 2 scores up, says Lions 1 DT. That's true. The Rams got to do something, says Timothy. If the 49ers lose, fans will be ready to run through the wall. Detroit will be loud ASF. New sponsor says stay true. Bro, that'd be so sick. If I was sponsored by Sour Patch Kids, I would need dentures in the year. I would need dentures in a year, bro. Too much. That's the good stuff, says Cameron. It is the good stuff, bro. I would need dentures in a year. Okay. So, couple things, man. I didn't get a chance to break down all of these stats. We didn't get a chance to break down the personnel for these two teams right now. The LA Rams are about to take the field here, so Matthew Stafford and company with 30 seconds left to go, gonna get another opportunity. It will be Matthew Stafford and Kyren Williams in the backfield, although Blake Corum has had his fair share of carries today. Devontae Adams, Tutu Atwell, both of those guys, Devontae Adams and Tutu Atwell. Out here, Puka Nacua, the wide receiver 3, Colby Parkinson, your big tight end. They are taking over right now. Here's special teams bringing it out to the 10, the 20, the 30, down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're calling it the 34 with about, 28 seconds here left to go. Christian Pina saying, meal prep idea for my family. 2 bags of bagged salad, pasta, cooked. I love it, man. Honestly, meal prepping is the way to go. Phillip Rivers is cooking against the Seattle Seahawks defense, which is insane to me. Here's the snap, dropping back, going to wind up and throw. The catch is made underneath, and this time looks like Kyren Williams is going to gain about 11 yards. Timeout will be called. That's good for a 1st down. So 1st down, Los Angeles Rams. Timeout is taken by the Rams. The football now out to the Rams' 45-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles. They are trying to approach field goal range with 17 seconds here left to go, folks. They're calling it 18. 18 seconds here left to go. At the LA Rams' own 44-yard line. Stafford in the huddle right now. Make sure everybody hears him. Break! They line up. 1st and 10. 44-yard line. On their own half of midfield, the LA Rams with the football, a shotgun formation. There's the snap and a 4-man rush coming in. Stafford airs this out to Puka, who cooks everyone, goes out of bounds, stops the clock, and that'll go down for 32 yards. Big 1st down play right there. LA Rams make the grab. 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 19. My goodness. Puka Nacua, what a play. So at the 19-yard line with 11 seconds left to go, Stafford takes the snap. He'll fire to the end zone. Tough throw. Scary-looking throw. 2nd down and 10. Football at the Detroit 19-yard line. Stafford with a heck of a throw here, man. Puka Nacua wide open all day. All day. Okay. Jim Plunkett back on practice squad, says J.P. Dawson. 2nd and 10. 7 targets, 5 receptions for 98 yards. Puka Nacua approaching the 100-yard mark right here. Stafford takes it. Stafford drops. He'll air this out to the end zone again. Looking for Devontae Adams. It is incomplete. 3rd down and 10 with 2 seconds left to go. The field goal unit for the LA Rams will come out, and this should take us to halftime. Okay, good game, guys. Good game so far. This will make it a 7-point game if they can knock this back. It'll be 17-24 if the Rams can knock this down. It'll be a 37-yard field goal here for Los Angeles. Lining it up on the right hash right now. 37-yard field goal attempt. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is perfect. And the score is now 17-24. Okay, 3 points on the board here for the LA Rams. And this, ladies and gentlemen, will take us to halftime. So that is the final play of the first half. Halftime been put above my head. We'll start the clock. It'll be 1st and 10, and the Rams will get the football to start the second half, just so you guys know. In the meantime, though, let's do our trivia quiz. All right, guys, it is time for trivia. Let's do this thing. How about those Ravens? I see you, Jordan. Welcome back, Raven. Thanks for checking in, Jordan. Appreciate you, brother. Okay, let's start with our trivia quiz, guys. Okay, What is the name of the Lions' home stadium? Is it Soldier Field, Ford Field, or Northwest Stadium? A, B, or C, guys? Super simple, super easy. Super simple, super easy. It is halftime. Little trivia quiz for you guys. What is the name of the Detroit Lions home stadium? No penalties for wrong answers, guys. This is just for funsies here. The answer is Ford Field. Yes, the Ford plant is in Michigan, in Detroit. And Sheila Hampton, Ford Hampton. Actually, Aaron, there's a whole long story here. I've got a good video on the Detroit Lions. Y'all should check that out. It's on my YouTube channel. Question number 2. Who is the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams? If you do not know this, I am going to be so upset with you. Is it Sean McVay, Mike LaFleur, or Chris Shula? Who is the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams? You cannot get this one wrong. A, B, or C? A, B, or C? The answer is A, Sean McVay, folks. Sean McVay is the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams, has a Super Bowl, and when he came in to be the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams at that time, he became the youngest head coach in NFL history. Youngest head coach to win a Super Bowl, that's for sure. All right, guys, next question here. Who holds the all-time receiving record for receiving yards in Lions franchise history? Thank you for gifting out those 5 Football Nation memberships, Jordan. Who holds the all-time record for receiving yards in Lions franchise history? Herman Moore, Amon-Ra St. Brown, or Calvin Johnson? A, B, or C? I swear, you guys better know this one too. The Mr. Mojo saying, duh. Easier quiz right now, guys. I got to get with Santino and talk about how we're going to handle the quizzes moving forward. I don't want to keep them easy. I also don't want to make them ridiculously difficult. I think you guys know CJ2K. I think you guys know Megatron. Let's move on to the next one, guys. Who held the Rams' longest rushing play from scrimmage entering this game? The longest rushing play from scrimmage entering this game. Who held that? Is it Kyren Williams, Puka Nacua, or Blake Corum? The longest rushing play from scrimmage in 2025. Which of these teams got it? Or which of these gentlemen has it? The answer is Blake Corum, guys. A 48-yard run for Blake Corum. Second place is Puka Nacua with a 45-yard run. Yes, run for Puka Nacua. Kyren Williams in third place with 34. 34 yards for Kyren. They're showing the highlights across the NFL. We'll bring that up here in a moment. Here's the snap, guys. Here's the play, or the question. Who was leading the Lions in sacks entering today's game? Aiden Hutchinson, Al-Qadim Muhammad, or Jack Campbell? Who was leading the Lions in sacks entering today's game? A, B, or C? So these are more relevant questions, guys. More relevant questions. Running out of time, though. The answer, Al-Qadim Muhammad, guys, with 9 sacks this season. Aiden Hutchinson, 8.5 coming into this game. Jack Campbell with just 5. So it is B, Al-Qadim Muhammad. Okay, let's move on to question number 6. We're halfway done. Here's the next one. Who is the only player on the Rams this year with a pick 6? There is only one player on this Rams defense with a pick 6. An interception returned for a touchdown. Who has it? One player with a scoop and score with an interception returned for a touchdown for the LA Rams. Who is it? It is Kobe Durant, guys. Kobe Durant is the only player on this team with a pick 6. Only one. Sorry, not sorry. Those are just the facts. Okay. By the way, no scoop and scores at all by this team either. Okay, guys, next question. How many times was Barry Sanders selected to the Pro Bowl? 8, 9, or 10? How many times was Barry Sanders selected to the Pro Bowl? 8, 9, or 10? Crazy. This is craziness, by the way. Barry Sanders was selected to the Pro Bowl 10 times from 1989 to 1998. This man is a legend out there. Well done for him, too. Definitely put his stamp on the sport. 3 more questions, guys. Who holds the single-season receiving yards record for the Los Angeles Rams? Easy one here, guys. Cooper Kupp, Torrey Holt, or Isaac Bruce? Who holds the single-season receiving yards record for the LA Rams? I think y'all know this one. It'd be crazy if you got this one wrong. It's not a trick question. You know the answer. Everyone should get this one right. I see y'all getting the correct answers here. The answer is indeed Cooper Kupp. In 2021, he had 1,947 receiving yards. That is the most in a single season in NFL history. One of the highest, excuse me. I think Jerry Rice still has that record. All right, guys. When was Jared Goff's first season with the Detroit Lions? When was that big trade with Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff? What year was that? Was it 2020, 2021, or 2022? When was Jared Goff's first season with Detroit? Do you guys remember? The answer is 2021, guys. Jared Goff took over in 2021. Matthew Stafford went the other way. So if I asked you what is Matthew Stafford's first year with the LA Rams, the answer would also be 2021. Keep that in mind. Okay, guys, last question for this game. Where does Matthew Stafford rank on the all-time pass leaders list? Is he 6th, is he 7th, or is he 8th on the list for the most passing yards all time ever in NFL history? He is inside the top 10. He is inside the top 10. Well, he is ranked at 8th right now, guys. As of October of 2025, he passed up the 8th place person, who was Dan Marino. And coming into this game, 61,392 yards, putting him behind a few select legends in the NFL. He is 8th in the NFL when it comes to all-time passing yards, and Stafford might have another season or two left in him. Okay, 8 out of 10, says Brad. Well done, Brad. Well done. You guys getting better at these trivia quizzes? Ooh, Don did not do so hot on this one. That's okay. It happens. Good game, Ramy fans. Mark saying, tricky. Where's my prize? Drago Balboa. You'll see scrolling by at the bottom if you want prizes. If you want prizes for trivia, you have to play on Wednesdays. $250 prize pool. It's scrolling by at the bottom. If you want a prize, this is practice, man. This is practice. The actual game for real prize money happens every Wednesday. If you guys want to play, you can find out more by clicking the links in the description of this video. You can check out my website, footballnationusa.com. You can download the Sway app, which is how we keep score and keep track of those players who got answers incorrect or correctly here. And it's a lot of fun. Sign up. Sway is a blast, says Chiefs fan. It's honestly pretty cool. It is super cool, isn't it, though? How many punts have there been in this game so far, asks Uncle Bob's Carnivore. I don't know, man. That's a good question. That is a good question. Now, we do have about 2 minutes here left to go, maybe 3 minutes here left to go, guys. It's going to be a long day. I'm not going to get too many more breaks, so give me one moment. I'm going to step away for, I don't know, 30, 45 seconds. I will be right back. Please hang tight. Scores across the NFL at the bottom. I'm not going anywhere for long. I'll be right back. Cuba. Cuba, Cuba. Que onda, Mr. Gator? What? He's coming back with coffee, tea, or beer. You were wrong on all 3 counts, JP Dawson. Sparkling water because the voice is going out. Sparkling water. We've had way too much coffee today. I'm sweating while sitting down in a chair. So that's not good. We need our hydration. So HEB sparkling water. This one, I guess, is raspberry flavored. Just needed to make sure that we keep those pipes lubricated here. Ooh, I spilled a little bit on my keyboard. Hopefully that doesn't I guess water, right? Coffee, tea, or he said coffee, tea, or beer. Nice try, sir. Nice try. Okay. Oh, that's crisp. Okay, halftime is over. Third quarter starting. We'll reset this. It's a 1st and 10. No coffee afternoon, says Marva Merriman. Had too many. Wings sound fire at the moment, says Chi-Town. Dude, Chi-Town, I'm actually waiting to have wings and pizza in between these live streams. At the bottom, you'll see LA Rams to receive the second half kickoff. Here is the second half kickoff, and the LA Rams do indeed receive it. Here is the return. The 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 33, and down he goes. The LA Rams going to start this drive on the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. So I asked you guys who will win this game. 60% of the chat has leaned towards the Detroit Lions. Honestly, not what I was expecting, but I'm glad you guys are, out here. Shout outs to the Detroit Lions fans. Shout out to the Detroit Lions faithful, man. Sorry about your Detroit Tigers, bro. I'm excited to see the Detroit Pistons in the postseason this year. Waiting for the snap right now. Matthew Stafford under center from the 33-yard line. Here's the snap. Here's a little play action. Stafford to the right, throws to the right. Puka Nacua makes the grab down at the 46. Big catch for Puka. Call that 21 yards. We'll start the clock again. 1st down. Los Angeles down by 7. The Rams are going to start pushing the pace now. Rams coming out of this commercial break. No more sleeping here. Time to get things going. Dan Campbell honestly doing a good job this season despite not having Ben Johnson as his offensive coordinator. Single back formation. Matthew Stafford waits for the snap. He takes it from the 45, hands this off, and it looks like it'll be a short gain here as Blake Corum will pick up about 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 coming up now at the Detroit 41. LA Rams inside of Detroit territory after that. Those big helmets look weird, says Ed. Dude looked at DoorDash bill on SNL for $24,000. Oh my gosh. 2nd down and 7. You'd hopefully get a tip on that delivery. Here's the snap and a drop back. Stafford in trouble. We'll get rid of it to Davis Allen, who drops the shoulder. Davis Allen makes a big play right now, and Matthew Stafford barely got rid of that football. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 at the Detroit 34. 2nd down and 6. Good catch right there. Aiden Hutchinson in Stafford's face right there. Aiden Hutchinson in Stafford's face. Tagged him pretty good. Tattooed his number on Stafford's jersey. 13-10 left to go. 34-yard line. Stafford and the LA Rams still on the move. Blake Corum gets the carry. He takes this out to the 30. Call it the 29. Ooh, call it the 28. 2nd down. 2nd down and 4 coming up. 6-yard pickup for Blake Corum. I'm playing against him too, so Puka Nacua and Blake Corum are 2 names I don't want to see continue eating here. Blake Corum up to 29 yards. I'm okay with that. Would like to see another Kyren Williams touchdown because why not? 2nd down and 4. This time from the 28-yard line. A handoff to Blake Corum goes nowhere. 3rd down coming up now. 3rd down and 3 as Corum is stuffed on a 1-yard pickup. 3rd down and 3. 12 minutes and 15 seconds here left to go. The defense standing tall at this point. Defense doing a good job. Jack Campbell continues to make his presence known up the middle here for the Detroit Lions. Good job by Jack Campbell on that play. 12-minute mark here. 3rd down and 3. The LA Rams with the football. It's a single back formation. They are 0 for 3 on 3rd down conversions, and Stafford going to scramble. Stafford going to give himself up and make it 0 for 4. It brings up a 4th down and 1. I think this is within field goal range, and I do think that the LA Rams are smarter than the Lions. No offense, Lions fans. But are they going to go for it here? Are they going to go for it? 4th down and 1 at the Detroit. I say this close, man, go for it. If it's a 4th down and 5, maybe not. But honestly, the way the Rams have been playing so aggressive today, they went for it on 4th down and 8 inside of Lions territory. Of course, they're going to go for it here. 4th down and 1, they are lined up. Here's the snap and a handoff. This time right up the middle. Picks up exactly what they need. 1 yard for Blake Corum. That's good for a Rams first down. First down, Los Angeles. So, they went for it on 4th down and 1. They went for it on 4th down and 1. It was the right choice to go for it there. I also would have gone for it. Just made sense to go for it, whether you're a Lions fan or a Rams fan or whatever. Here we are at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 24. A snap, a toss, this time on the end around. Puka Nacua falls forward. Down at the 18-yard line, we are inside the red zone. After that Puka Nacua carry, it's a 6-yard pickup for Puka. And we start the red zone music. 2nd down and 4. 10 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Where is Kyren Williams? I see it out there in the chat. You guys wondering where Kyren Williams is? I, too, am looking to see where is number 23. 2nd down and 4. Matthew Stafford in a shotgun formation. Play clock down to 3, 2, 1. Blitz coming in. Pressure coming in. Stafford's in trouble. Stafford is dropped. That's going to be a bag right there by Lopez. Loss of 8 brings up 3rd down and 12. A huge defensive play here by the Detroit Lions. That backs them up to the Detroit 26. The Rams concede a bag on this one. So the Detroit Lions defense gets to Matthew Stafford. Lopez going to be credited for the sack. Looks like Amik Robertson might be down right now with 9:34 left to go. And Robertson looks like he's coming off the field right now, even though he's okay. So because they stopped the clock for him, he does have to check out for one play. He does have to check out for one play. 3rd down and 12 at the Detroit 26. 9:28 left to go. The clock is ticking once again. A big 3rd down opportunity for the LA Rams. The Lions looking to get off the field here. Empty backfield for Stafford. Blake Corum in the slot. Now it's a muffed snap. Stafford way backed up. He throws this thing away. That could even be intentional grounding. It looks like we do have an intended receiver here. Incomplete pass to the right-hand side will stop the clock with 9:11. It's an emergency. 4th down and 12. Field goal coming up now for this LA Rams team. The score is 17-24. The field goal on its way. It should be a good one according to my little cheat sheet here. But I'll call it as it pops up right now. So 4th down and 12. This one going to be a 44-yarder for the LA Rams. 44-yarder from in between the hashes. The kick is up. The kick is good. And ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude the drive. Put 3 points on the board. The score is 24-20. The Detroit Lions up by 4 right now in this contest. And they will be getting the football back. So let's go ahead and move those over here as well. Good game so far. Next week, the Detroit Lions have to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then they've got a game against the Minnesota Vikings. And then to finish the season, they cap it off against the Chicago Bears. Now, this is a short turnaround here. Yes, it's Sunday right now. Today is the 14th. 7 days from today, it'll be Sunday the 21st. Then on Christmas, 4 days later, Lions versus Vikings right there. We'll see how this one goes. and we'll see what's at stake and whether or not I'm going to cover this Christmas Day game, because if everyone's clinched and everything is already settled in and whatnot over the next 2 weeks, then no need to cover that game, right? Taking a look over on the other side here, the LA Rams next week, they've got an opposite schedule. They will be playing a short week this week, so next week the Rams have Thursday Night Football. Oh, yeah, bro. Thursday Night Football, Rams and Seahawks. Oh, baby. That's going to be one hell of a game. That's going to be a good one. NFC West, I will be live for that. But luckily for the LA Rams, regardless of what happens here, they will be getting a long 11-day break. So Thursday Night Football, we go through the week. We go all the way through Sunday, and they don't play again until Monday Night Football on the 29th. Then Week 18 will be TBD, guys. We will have college football games all the rest of that week here. So that would be, what, Thursday for college football games on the 1st? Maybe Wednesday? I think Thursday. Either way, we're going to have a lot of football coming up, not just NFL, which is super exciting there as well. We will be covering Alabama and Oklahoma Sooners. That game will be good. Excited for that one. Michigan Wolverines, #1, says Jack. Let's see. Time to cook, Sun God. I see you out here. Vikings better dump JJ and get Joe Burrow. What a take. That's a take. They better jump J.J. McCarthy and get Joe Burrow. Ooh. Ooh. Go from the AFC North to the NFC North? That would make the Vikings very scary. But, I think Joe Burrow loves the fact that he's got Jamar Chase. He's just tired of constantly getting injured. Here's the kickoff, and the Lions, as I mentioned, are going to get the football, so the possession needle is already where it needs to be. We do have a touchback on the kickoff. So 9:07 here left to go. And we'll start this drive on the 35-yard line. It's actually still 9:11 on the clock. We'll start this drive on the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for Detroit. They line up here. Jared Goff, I think pulling a wedgie or something. Motion on the field with 2 big tight ends. The jumbo set here going to the bottom of the screen. 2 big tight ends going to the bottom of the screen. Here's the snap and a handoff, and out to the left-hand side they go. Gibbs going to go down. They shouldn't have started that clock until the snap started. When they start that clock early? 2nd down and 5. 5-yard pickup for Gibbs on the right-hand side. Joe Burrow going to retire and then return. I think that's probably going to be the case. I don't think Joe Burrow is going to retire, though. He's talking about an early retirement. He's hinting at early retirement. I mean, why? Why? You're one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Just change teams. You got a trash team, bro. Here's a good run on 2nd down and 5. A 7-yard pickup for, looked like Jahmyr Gibbs. There is a flag on the play, though, so let's stop the clock. Let's drop the flag. 8:27 here left to go. This is going to be against the Detroit Lions. Holding. Offense. This will be a 10-yard penalty. Replay. 2nd down and 5. It becomes a 2nd down and 15. So a penalty here. 2nd down and 15 coming up. They'll punch this back in momentarily with 8:27 here left to go. 2nd down and 15 at the Detroit 30. Thank you, Courtney. Appreciate that. Saying, are you enjoying Football Nation? Support this channel and tap the like button. It is free to subscribe. You heard the girl. You heard the lady. 2nd down and 15. We are in a shotgun formation. Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff to the right-hand side. There goes Gibbs. Gibbs doing a lot of dancing back and forth on 2nd down and 15. It will be a 5-yard pickup after all of that moving around. And this brings up a 3rd down and 10. Playoff probability with a win today for the Detroit Lions. They're saying 73%. That's according to the Next Gen stats. If the Lions lose this game, however, they have a 40% probability of making the postseason. So 3rd down and 9 according to my TV screen. Looks like Jared Goff directing a little bit of traffic from the top of the screen. They are showing blitz right now on the Rams side of the defense here on the football. on the defensive side of the football, words are hard. There's a throw to the left-hand side. Amon-Ra St. Brown, that leg gets twisted up something kind of funky here. Looks like he's flexible enough for that to be okay, but this will bring up a 4th down and 4. St. Brown took a hit at the lower extremities. You never like to see that. It looks like he's able to walk away, though. So 4th down and 4. This Rams defense just made a stop. Did you guys catch that? I know we kind of went through that sequence pretty quickly here, but the Rams defense just got a big stop on 3rd down. It was 3rd down and 9 from the Detroit 36. It's now a 4th down and 4 from the Detroit 41. Not even Dan Campbell is crazy enough to go for it here. They will punt this away. It's going to take a bounce. I think it might have been recovered by whom here? Let's see who's got it. I think this is going to be Rams football. Should be Rams football. Muffed the punt here. 6:39 left to go. It is Rams football. The Rams looking to take the lead now with this possession. Okay, so not very good there for the Detroit Lions. The Lions ended up having to punt on that drive, guys. They got as far as the 41 before the drive stalled out. Ow, bit my lip. So a quick 3 and out for the Detroit Lions on the drive after the Rams field goal. So the Rams kicked the field goal. The Detroit Lions did a quick 3 and out. They started the drive on the 35-yard line, got as far as the 41, had to punt. The LA Rams have taken over. The LA Rams now have possession. It is 1st and 10 for LA at the 12-yard line, but we are going to a quick commercial break. When we get back, that's where we'll be. Good? Good. What's up, guys? For those of you who are new, my name is Mario. Welcome in. If this is your first time watching the channel, love it. I love that for all of us right now. The more, the merrier. If this is not your first time watching this channel, welcome back, guys. Seriously, I talk about it all the time. I know it's super cheesy, and you guys might think I'm full of crap or whatever, man. But the fact of the matter is, dude, I'm so thankful for the community that's I don't even want to say that I built this community because I truly don't believe that I built this community. I think this community was always out here, and we were just looking for something to galvanize around. I think I've been a piece of being able to pull this community together, but I'm just so glad that you guys are here, man. I'm glad that you guys gave me a bit of your time today, and I'm glad that you guys continue to come back for more games. You guys are awesome. I wouldn't be doing this if I felt like this was going nowhere. We are heading in the right direction right now. As you can see by the subscriber count at the bottom, man, we are approaching 75K, and it is growing. It is growing right now, so this is super cool. Anyways, I don't want to do a full-on speech right now. Someone said speech, said Todd Tier. Don't want to do a full-on speech right now or anything like that. At the end of the season, we will. I'll have something prepared for you guys. I'm so thankful for each and every one of y'all. So many familiar names, man. So many great names to have you guys come back time and time again, man. This is huge. All right, guys. So, saw a couple of comments coming in. Keep grinding up. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to step away from the chat for now, folks. Let's get locked in on this game. We are more than halfway through the third quarter. So 1st and 10 from the 12. Stafford going to wind this up, and great job by Amik Robertson to get his hand in on that play. Incomplete pass. It was intended for Davante Adams. 6:33 left to go. 2nd down and 10 for the LA Rams on their own 12-yard line. Robertson step for step with Davante Adams. That was pretty close. He needed to be there for that. 2nd down. Detroit Lions 24, LA Rams 20. Stafford takes a look to the right, takes a look to the left. Empty backfield here. He is waiting for the snap. Motion on the field. Kyren Williams is in on this play. Hey, welcome back, Kyren. Stafford going to wind up and throw. Catch is made by Puka Nacua. Nacua falls forward and picks up 9 yards on the play. Call it 8. 3rd down and 2. Puka Nacua is just so good, man. Puka Nacua is just the perfect receiver out there. Mark, cheers to you, man. Cheers to you. And it looks like Jonah Jackson might be down here for the LA Rams. No. It's not Jonah Jackson. Is that Alaric Jackson? It is Alaric Jackson who is down for the Rams. Excuse me. Alaric Jackson. Jonah Jackson. Alaric Jackson is down for this LA Rams team, the left tackle. I'm thinking Chicago Bears, not LA Rams. So, your starting left tackle goes down. This could be an issue here for the Los Angeles Rams. I didn't get a chance to break down the offensive line. I did talk about those players, but here, this is the blind side. That's a huge loss. Matthew Stafford, if you can imagine, right? I'll do it this way so it makes more sense. He's not left-handed, but he's facing this way, right? Alaric Jackson is protecting his blind side. If he can't see, because he's looking upfield right here, right? He's looking out this way. If he can't see and he gets hit from this side, it's that man's job to protect him. It is Alaric Jackson's job to protect him. He is down right now. Your left tackle is down. And that could be a problem for the Los Angeles Rams. Right now, the Lions are hoping to win this game. More than hoping, they're fighting to win this game. We will see how this Lions defense takes advantage of this situation. We will see how the Lions defense takes advantage of this situation. Let's see. Herb waiting for AI to croak. For Al. Herb waiting for Al to croak. Stafford is a drama queen, says Jack. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Looks like K. Morgan Lindau. Broncos threatening to score again, says Alec M. Gotta watch that Sandra Bullock movie. Yes, I have watched that movie. You should. By the way, we've brought that up. It's actually based off of an actual player for the Baltimore Ravens. Extra bonus points if you can tell me who that was. Carolina Panthers 17-10 at the end of the third quarter. Detroit Lions, LA Rams 24-20. Looks like we got a touchdown over here in this Green Bay Packers game. So this game's starting to heat up a little bit. Also, Tennessee Titans trailing San Francisco up 24-10 in that contest. And with this stuff finally breaking in. Okay, Green Bay still up by 2. Indianapolis Colts up by 4. I cannot believe the Indianapolis Colts might beat the Seattle Seahawks with Phillip Rivers. 3rd down and 1 coming up. Commercial break is over after the injury here, folks. 3rd down and 1 from the 21-yard line. Here is the snap. Matthew Stafford's in trouble. He'll wind up and throw. This pass going to be caught. Oh, man. Looks like Colby Parkinson just hangs on to that thing. Does not let go. Hangs on for dear life. 3rd down and short is converted to 1st and 10. Football out to the LA Rams 25-yard line after that catch by Parkinson. The conversion there on 3rd down is successful for Los Angeles. Los Angeles still with the football. 5:30 here left to go. 1st and 10 at the LA Rams 25. Stafford licking the fingers now. Giggity takes the snap. Fakes the handoff on the play action. Stafford looks left, airs this out. It's a deep shot upfield. Oh, Mumfield, the intended receiver. That pass incomplete. Hutchinson in the face of Matthew Stafford. That does stop the clock with 5:14, 2nd down and 10. He was open, dude. He was definitely, oh, right at the top of that route. A little bit of contact. Could have even been DPI. Okay. All right. I'm selling a bed, says B. Boru. I sleep upside down like a bat. Okay. 2nd down and 10. Shotgun formation motion on the field. Here is the snap. It's bobbled again. It's going to be a handoff to Kyren. And Kyren, after the bobbled snap, takes the carry for 7 yards. 2nd down and 10 becomes 3rd down and 3. Start the clock once again. 5 minutes here left to go. Less than 5 minutes here left to go in the 3rd quarter. And the Rams have managed to start this. They started this drive on the 12-yard line. They're out to, looks like the 32-yard line right now. LA Rams to their own 32. Let's see where they go from here. It's 3rd down and 3. Los Angeles lines up. Empty backfield. Matthew Stafford takes it. The blitz, it's actually just a 4-man rush. Stafford will wind up and throw. Catch is made. Davante Adams across the 45. 1st down, LA Rams. 1st down for Los Angeles. Grab made upfield. Fantastic play there. Fantastic play there. LMAO, says Jeff. Get her done, says Mark McKay. First down, says working. Working. First down, my brother. Let's go, Football Nation, says T-Bone. Let's go. Touchdown incoming, says the Mr. Mojo. Okay, 4:02 on the clock. L.A. Rams approaching midfield. They are still shy of midfield. Fresh set of downs, though. Stafford takes the snap and hands this off. And there goes Kyren Williams to pick up another 5 yards. Call it a gain of 6. Second down and 4. We cross midfield. Second down and 4 to the Detroit 47. Kyren Williams going to continue to push the issue here. Super Saturday. They're highlighting the Super Saturday games. That's right. This Saturday there are 2 NFL games and a college football playoff game. I believe it's Miami and is it A&M? It's Miami and A&M. I could be wrong. Second down and 4. Here's the snap and a little play action. Stafford will wind up and throw. The catch is made. Davante Adams down to the 26-yard line. Second down and 4 from the 47. Davante Adams takes it to the 26. That's a 21-yard catch for number 17. The Fremp saying giggity goo, giggity giggity, giggity goo. Can someone fact check me on that, guys? I think the Saturday game is Miami versus A&M, but I'm not 100%. Out to the 27-yard line, out to the 26-yard line. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers at the bottom, 2 receivers to the top with 2.5 left to go. Blitz coming in against Stafford. A wind-up and a throw, a shot to the end zone. I think that's caught. It's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles Rams. They're going to give it to him. But before I add the points, I want to see, because all of this is going to be reviewed. Let's see. This will be reviewed. Scoring play will be reviewed. Catch. He's down shy. He's down shy. So no touchdown. No touchdown. No touchdown. It'll be a first and goal. Bad call by the official. Bad call by the official. It's not a touchdown. It's first and goal from like the 1-yard line. So this will be brought back. That's okay. Kyren Williams can score another touchdown from here. That would be awesome. A&M overrated, says Alec. Okay. Tulane at Ole Miss, says Photograph. Okay. So no touchdown, no catch, no touchdown. I think it's a catch. I don't know if it's not. You're saying no catch, no touchdown. I think his arms were under it. I think that's a catch. It should be a first and goal. Let's see what they say here. This is from the 26-yard line. A little separation. Hands go up. He wraps this in. Knee is down right there. That's caught at this point. The knee is down. That's caught. I don't see the football touching the ground at any point here, but it shouldn't be a touchdown. Waiting for the call still. This play is currently under review. Play is currently under review. I mean, I honestly think he was down well before. Waiting for it here. Waiting for it. So a booth review going to come in, and I think they're going to give it to the LA Rams. Even though I think that is the wrong call, even though I'm telling you, I think this is the wrong call, they are calling this a touchdown. He was clearly short, dude. Clearly 1,000% short. But they're going to give him a touchdown. I don't know any way that this touchdown should stand when he is down that. He is literal. That is insane to me. I really wish that the NFL would clean this up. That is pathetic, dude. Here's the extra point attempt. It'll be 27-24, and the Rams take a 3-point lead. They're going to give him the touchdown. It is clearly in every possible way short. It is clearly and every possible way not a touchdown, but the officials, after a booth review, gave the Rams a touchdown. Dude, that is honestly, that's insane. That is insanity to me that they call that a touchdown. But Dez never caught it, right? But Dez didn't catch it. That's a touchdown for Colby Parkinson, but Dez didn't catch it. Get out of here with that, dude. That's crazy, dude. That is crazy to me. Living like Larry just saying that's BS, man. I am so done, says TM. What was that? How was that a touchdown? Call from Vegas. The ball crossed the line, bro. Yeah, it did. After his knee was already down, like this much short. Like this much short, dude. Think Ocean. Just, dude, let me ask you straight up. Do you have access to the game right now? Because if you do, I don't know, man. We might need to get you a new pair of glasses. It was a booth review. It was a booth review. It came down from New York, guys. New York was the one who said that's a touchdown. Definitely wasn't. And again, guys, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. It actually, like, I don't care. I don't care who wins this game. The Lions losing this game, this being a touchdown for the LA Rams is good news for Dallas Cowboys fans. So as a Dallas Cowboys fan, I want the Detroit Lions to lose because we're on the outside looking in and we are just 2 wins behind the Detroit Lions. As someone who wants the Lions to lose this game, I am telling you, that was not a Rams touchdown. That should be a 1st and goal. So, just saying it. Just calling it like I see it, bro. Just calling it like I see it. It is what it is, man. I just call it like I see it. It is what it is. So, it is what it is. No use crying over spilled milk. Dan Campbell knows this better than anyone. It's time to just keep going forward and do your job. The offense needs to get out there and score. The offense needs to get out there and score. Okay. Tony saying, shout out to people like me watching Football Nation on the TV, says Tony. I love it, dude. Cheers to you, Tony. Here's the kickoff. It's going to take a bounce inside the landing zone. Great kick right there. And the Lions going to get wrapped up at the 22-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for Detroit. The Detroit Lions take the football here. Dude, there's no way that's a touchdown. Stop showing me this. There's no way that's a touchdown. Look. Boom, the knee is down, the football nowhere near. And that is after contact with Thomas here. There is no way that's a touchdown. That is ridiculous, bro. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Down by 3, the Lions with the football. Goff takes the snap. Little play action here. Dropping back. Going to air this out all the way upfield. Jameson Williams. There's got to be a flag for DPI. No flag there. Williams drops the football. He had cooked the defense. Had both hands on the football. Here's the contact now. Wrapping him up. They slapped his arms. Again. As a player, as someone who wants the Lions to lose, because it helps my Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, maybe not. That was a dropped pass. I don't think that's enough to have a flag here for a DPI, but that's definitely there was definitely contact on it. Maybe not enough for a DPI. We got a 2nd down and 10. Football on the 22. Here's the snap, dropping back, a 4-man rush coming in. Jared Goff got to roll out to the left side. He's dropped. He is bagged, and down he goes. That's a loss of 12. Kobe Turner gets another bag on the season. This brings up a 3rd down and 22. 3rd down and 22 coming up. Well done by the Rams defense to get in on a 4-man rush. The offensive line did absolutely nothing to protect Jared Goff on that play. 1 minute and 42 seconds here left to go. That was all Rams all day on that play. 3rd down and 22. Jared Goff takes the snap, a 3-man rush coming in, and already under pressure, Goff will throw the football away. 4th down and 22. A 4th down and 22 coming up. So 4th down and 22. The Lions will punt this back to the Los Angeles Rams. Let's see where it goes. David Whitney saying we need some AI refs. I don't think we need AI refs, but if you're going to go to a booth review, get the damn call right. If you're going to go to a booth review, get the call right, dude. It's so embarrassing. Like, that's embarrassing for the NFL to not be able to get that right. In the National Football League, I don't know that we need AI officials. In Major League Baseball, I do believe they need AI officials, at least for when it comes to balls and strikes and calling those. I do think calling the balls and strikes has been a terrible issue for Major League Baseball. It's always been an issue for Major League Baseball, but now that they show those strike zones there, it makes it even more difficult to get those calls right because everybody's watching. Still, LA Rams will take over, guys. It's going to be a 1st and 10 coming up here from the 50-yard line. So smack dab on midfield. Here's the play, a wind up and a throw. Puka Nacua makes the grab again inside the 20, down at the 15, still on his feet. No, down at the 11. Puka Nacua, 39 yards. He has 169 receiving yards today. Puka Nacua takes this football into the red zone, and he has 169 receiving yards. Incredible by Puka Nacua. I'm going to lose. I'm going to be eliminated from the postseason this week. I'm going to go down. I'm going to lose. That's okay. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, huh? Here's the snap. It's a handoff to Blake Corum out to the left-hand side from the 11. He gets to the 5. He gets to the end zone. That's a touchdown. L.A. Rams. Touchdown for the Rams. Extending their lead 33-24. It's a 9-point game as we approach the 4th quarter. Okay. Big game, man. That's why you don't draft corners? What do you mean? Here is Blake Corum. Actually, don't know why I said that. Here's the extra point attempt. It is up, and it is good. The score is 34-24. And there we go. Okay. Back to another commercial break. So 28 seconds here left to go in the 3rd quarter. Looks like a commanding lead, but the game is not over. Plenty of time left, guys. Are the Lions cooked? Si or no? Let's go Rams, says Eric Dexter. Joe Gibbs says Puka is the GOAT, says Mr. Mojo. Hey, where is Gibbs at? That's a good question, Chance. That is a good question. So I asked you guys, are the Lions cooked? Dawn says no. William saying no, not yet. Saying no, not yet. Pabby saying no. They're still in it, says JP Dawson. See you next year, kiddies, says Uncle Bob's Carnivore. Deep fried, saying working. I see you, man. There's still time, though, says Tomorrow. There's still time. Okay. The Mr. Mojo predicting a 40 burger today. That'll be a tough one. Whose house? Rams' house, says Raphael Clater. What up, Raphael? Here's the kickoff. Looks like we do not get a return. It will be a touchback here. And they will start this drive on the 35-yard line with 28 seconds left to go. Lions get the football once again. Their last drive was a 3-and-out. They can't afford that in this one. They cannot afford that on this one. Tom Brady, 7-time Super Bowl champion, calling this game. They're in the middle of it right now. Maybe I should get myself a nice suit like Tom Brady, except his suit probably costs as much as my car. 1st and 10 coming up right now from the 35-yard line for Detroit. A snap and a handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs to the left-hand side. He will pick up just 2 yards on the play. It does bring up a 2nd down and 8. And this will take us to the end of the quarter. They're not going to line up right now. This will take us to the end of the quarter, and when we get back, it'll be 2nd down and 8. Todd Tier, interesting. Drago Balboa saying LOL. Jeff saying C. Detroit versus everybody. His watch is a milli. A milli, 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 I'm a millionaire. I'm a young money millionaire. Salvation Army has great suits, says Dark Matter. Puke in the shoe, says Harpup. Gross. Ref ball. Feels that way. It does feel that way. Niners Nation in the house. Rams mode activated. Brady for new Michigan Wolverines coach. I don't think so. An Armani suit? Yeah, I definitely can't afford Armani. Oh, man. That's so funny. Hello to Eric Miller in the chat. Neil Toth. What up, Neil Toth saying cooked. I got a 2nd down and 8 when we get back from this commercial break, guys. That is the end of the line there, E. Scott. That is true. That is true. I was singing Young Money when I was singing a Millie. That is the next line. I'm a millionaire. I'm a young money millionaire. Tougher than Nigerian hair. That's dude, Lil Wayne had such good lines. I really like that Carter 4 album. Keep doing your thing, says James. Thanks, James. Are the Lions going to try to use the Spirit Bomb? There's not enough time, Jacob. That takes at least 3 episodes. That takes Goku at least 3 episodes to get that Spirit Bomb set up. There's not enough time. We'll see what they do. They're down by 10, but Louis Vuitton, my drip, says Terry McDonald. Yeah? Good fellow, Target, swag. I'm kidding. Actually, I'm not kidding. I do like Goodfellow, and I do shop at Target, and I do shop cheap, dude. Who cares? It's clothes, man. Cars and clothes. I don't care about none of that stuff, dude. I want to retire. I want to retire someday. I'd like to retire by 55, which means I've got 21 years. I've got 21 years to work my tail off here on this channel, and if I do things right, I'll be able to retire at that age. But if I do things wrong, to each their own, bro. You might be #blessed, and you might have all your Louis Vuitton and all your stuff in order, bro. Congratulations if that's you. Like, seriously, man, if you're able to afford this stuff without batting a lash, you've made it, bro. We're not quite there yet. We are not quite there yet. Don't retire. It's boring, says JP Dawson. When I say retire, I mean I would be working here on Football Nation because I want to, not because I need to pay my bills. Or anything like that, if that makes sense. Okay. I'm not the one singing, I want the money, money and the cars, cars and the clothes. That stuff don't matter to me. None of that stuff matters to me, man. All right, shotgun formation. Trips on the right-hand side, motion on the field, a quick throw. It's going to be a wide receiver screen here to Jameson Williams, and he is pancaked, bro. Dropped by Stewart on the play. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Jameson Williams laid down. Sit down, son. Big play by the Rams defense on there. 3rd down and 7 coming up right now. Okay. You asked for it. What's up, homie? Welcome in. Kayla saying, Adam and Gibbs, please get a touchdown so I can win this parlay, says Kayla. Let's do it, Kayla. Let's see if they can score. Shotgun formation. St. Brown in the slot at the bottom of the screen. Jared Goff steps up to the line. It is 3rd down and 7. The Lions need this here. Here is the snap. Flags come in before. Is it flags or is this a timeout? Timeout going to be called, guys. So 14 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. It is a timeout, no flags. Timeout called by the Detroit Lions. Looks like they want to dial something up right now. Here, they're showing a highlight right now. Purdy throwing this one. Looks like George Kittle scored a touchdown upfield here. Kittle, the Skittle, with a touchdown. And Purdy, arms up in the air, saying, hey, we're here. LA Rams cannot afford to lose this game because the 49ers are nipping at their heels. The Seattle Seahawks cannot afford to drop that game either, by the way. Seattle Seahawks just 12. It's been a rough day for Darnold, I guess. Shotgun formation, 3rd down and 7. Trips on the left-hand side, waiting for the snap right now. Jared Goff doing this thing again with the left arm. Here comes the snap, the four-man rush dropping in. Goff will air this out. It's almost picked off right there. 4th down and 7 coming up. And I think they will end up having to punt again. So here comes the punt again, guys. Fox definitely earning that paycheck right now. Aiden Aldrich, rock and roll, bro. Appreciate you checking in again, Aiden. Seahawks are still in it, says Tamara. They are. It's a close game down there. They're down by just 1. A Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown would be huge for me. Okay, here is the boot. Fox sends this away. Up, up, and away. It does go into the end zone, and so the Rams will start this drive on the 20-yard line. 4th quarter, 14 minutes exactly left to go in this one. Matthew Stafford and the Rams will take the field, but we go to a quick commercial break. Micah Parsons, ACL. Wait, what? No. What? Ed, we need more information. We need more information on that. He says Micah Parsons ACL. Like Austin City Limits or like his ligament? I am back, says Mr. Robbie. I've got $1,800, an $1,800 parlay in play right now, says Vegas Dirt Pusher. Well, I am front, says Courtney. Broncos better win, says MJ. Broncos trailing Green Bay right now, says Arnold Garza. Broncos are trailing right now. Micah is hurt, says Atlas. Jim Zorn from Seattle, great quarterback, says Russell. Jalen McCullough, reading all these comments. He went down. They took him away, says Ed Jean. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's rough. Honestly, as a Dallas Cowboys fan, that kind of helps the Dallas Cowboys get into a better position if and only if they drop some games, if Green Bay drops some games. But if not, you never want to see those injuries, of course, especially not to someone as good as Micah Parsons. Ship It Larry saying, let's go. Oh, no, Ship It. Yeah, he is saying, let's go. Philippines in the house. Thank you, Miguel Gonzalez. Thanks for checking in, my friend. I hope Micah is okay. I hate injuries. I do too, man. Doesn't matter if it benefits the team. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't do anything to me. So, anyways, Titan players are injured. Denver just pulled ahead. If Detroit loses, this does help out the Dallas Cowboys. It absolutely helps out my Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys are on the outside right now. On the outside looking in. Here is the playoff picture one more time, guys. So, the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys are both on the outside looking in. If the Lions go to 8-6, the Dallas Cowboys get a win here. They would be 7-6. That does help their case. Does it actually help them that much? No. No, it does not. But the Vikings and the Cowboys, loser goes home. Whoever loses this game will be eliminated from the postseason. I'm telling you, man, the Dallas Cowboys need this game. They need it big time. I will be covering that game next tonight. It's 6 p.m. here, 14 minutes on the clock. We've got a single back formation. Matthew Stafford under center from the 20-yard line. The Rams take the football. They keep it on the ground. To the right-hand side goes Kyren Williams. He'll pick up about 4. It's a 2nd down and 6. It does start the clock again. That's really what they want. Let's see. Christian Watson and Micah Parsons went out. No way. That's brutal. That's a tough one. Losing number 9 and number 1. Christian Watson and Micah Parsons went down. That's brutal. That's tough for Green Bay. Santino might get that pick right, too. I'm going to be so upset if I just get blown out on pick'ems this week. Here's the snap and a handoff to the right-hand side. Looks like Kyren Williams will pick up 3 more. It brings up a 3rd down and 3. Clock continues to tick. Indy Seattle squeaker, says Mr. Mojo. It is an Indy Seattle squeaker. Okay. 3rd down and 3. With 13 minutes here left to go. The Rams looking to add on to this score. Braden Fisk not in on this play. Obviously, he's a defensive player, so not going to be there anyways. But 3rd down and 3. coming up now for the LA Rams. Another big third down for Los Angeles. Kyren Williams lined up in the slot here. Matthew Stafford looks left. He'll air this out to Davante Adams, and Adams going to hobble around. Oh, no, Adams looks like a soft muscle injury. He started limping at the top of that route. Davante Adams is down with an injury. Now Davante Adams is down with an injury. He was hobbling at the top of the route, guys, without any contact to him. No contact injury. That's not a good sign. So now Davante Adams is down. The left leg just stopped working on him. The left leg just looked like it stopped working on him. Don't know what happened with that left leg, but he was injured during the play. Maybe it's a bad cramp. He gets up and walks off to the sideline. When we get back, it's 4th down and 3, but they're taking a quick injury timeout. 12:36 left to go. People talking injuries jinxed it all, says John Pierce. Yes, both out. Man, they're happening everywhere right now. Karma, left leg, says Jack. Is that the one that he faked when he was playing with the is that the leg that he was faking the injury on when he was playing with the Raiders? Is that why you say that? Get him out of here, says Atlas. Had to hide that one. Uh-oh, Courtney. What did I miss? Back when Dallas had Tom Landry is when Dallas had a great team for a lot of years. It's been a while, though, Donald. It's been a while. It's been a while, my friend. Exactly, says Jack. I'm going against him in playoffs. Let's go ahead and just get him off the field right now, says Atlas. Hate to see any injuries, but yeah, it's tough. Yeah, that Mahomes injury, that's probably the biggest one today, guys. Patrick Mahomes is probably done for the season here. Patrick Mahomes, his left leg, right? His legs are like this. That left one went boop out to the side like that, and it looked pretty bad. Looked pretty bad for Patrick Mahomes, so that was a tough one to watch there. Let's see, Q song, it's been a while. Mario, do you like Phillip Rivers? You know, I liked Phillip Rivers in the sense that he and Tony Romo were like that same quarterback. I can fill up the stat sheet. I can be good, consistent. We can get to the playoffs, but we're going to lose. We're not going to get to the Super Bowl. I guess one time maybe for Phillip Rivers, but still lost. I don't know. Was that even Phillip Rivers? I don't even think it was. Phillip Rivers, just, is he a serviceable quarterback? Yeah, he was in his prime, especially when he had Antonio Gates to throw the football to. Like, the Chargers with Phillip Rivers were a decent team, and obviously with Keenan Allen, he was pretty solid too. But now that he's back, man, I don't know. We got to see what Seattle's going to do right here, but Davante Adams going to the locker room right now. Davante Adams going to the locker room right now. It's a 4th down and 3. The Rams going to punt this one away. Here is the boot. The Lions get a chance to get the football back. Down by 10 with 12:30 on the clock. We get a return out to the 34-yard line. Out to the 34. Lions have the football. It's a 1st and 10. Here we go. Here's the highlight on Micah Parsons. Oh, yeah. Micah Parsons tried to step out to the left, and that leg just kind of gave out to him. It's his left leg followed by a touchdown there. It looks like Troy Franklin scores a touchdown, and, of course, he's on my bench. Okay. So 1st and 10 coming up right now for the Detroit Lions on the 34-yard line. A running back to either side here. Here's the snap, dropping back. Jared Goff going to wind up and throw. Finds a good soft spot. Khalif Raymond makes the grab. That's good for a 1st down, and just like that, they get to the LA Rams 46. So the Lions, one play in, are across midfield. They're at the Rams 46-yard line. It's 1st and 10. It is 1st and 10. Goff takes the snap. He drops back. Goff going to wind up and throw this one into the dirt. Incomplete pass will stop the clock with 11:57. So 2nd down and 10, 11:57. Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams looking Easier said than done. Going to be tough. Going to be tough. Todd Tier calling it Cripple Creek. Well, right now, based off of how my pick'ems have gone this week, I'm up a very specific creek without a paddle right now. Shotgun formation and FDJC engine number 2. Blessing the channel again. Jared Goff will wind up and throw. Catch is made at the 42-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on 2nd down and 10. It's a 3rd down and 6. FDJC engine with a massive super chat. Thank you, my friend. Welcome back, dude. Welcome back, FDJC engine. Got a couple people I'm going to have to send some thank you cards to this season. Okay. 3rd down and 6. 11 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. Jared Goff steps up to the line. He steps back into the shotgun. Play clock down to 2, down to 1. The blitz coming in. Gibbs to the right-hand side, trying to get around the corner. He will pick up, looks like 5. 4th down and 1, and this is where the Lions live here. 4th down and 1 at the LA Rams 37. Do you really think they're going to kick a field goal? I don't think so. This should be a 4th down conversion here for the loss for the Detroit Lions. Let's see where they go. Who gets the carry here? I would keep this on the ground with Jahmyr Gibbs if it were me. Although he's not having the world's greatest. Maybe David Montgomery, who's averaging over 6 yards per carry right now. Or averaging about 5 yards per carry, excuse me. So 4th down and 1. Here is the snap on 4th and 1. Goff will wind up and throw. He does find Amon-Ra St. Brown, and that's good for a 1st down. St. Brown picks up, looks like 5 yards on that, maybe a little bit more. Amon-Ra St. Brown down at the 26-yard line on that grab. So it's an 11-yard catch for ASB. He goes down. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 with 10 minutes left to go in this football game. The Detroit Lions in a shotgun formation. Going to the top of the screen, looks like Brock Wright. Actually, maybe not. Waiting for the snap right now, it's Jared Goff from the 26, a 4-man rush coming in. Goff looks to the left, he finds Gibbs. Gibbs trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, going to need some additional help from his friends. And he's going to lose yards on that deal. It'll be a loss of 1, 2nd down and 11 coming up. Clock continues ticking. Ruh-roh, says the Mr. Mojo. No, just score 16-17. 16, Carolina 17. To close. We got a lot of good games happening right now. Detroit Lions with 9.5 left to go. Have the football. Jared Goff. 2nd down and 11. An I formation motion from Amon-Ra St. Brown. A toss to the left-hand side. There goes Gibbs. Gibbs going to try to shake and bake. He's hit, cut out by the knees here. 3rd down and 11 as the Rams defense does an amazing job. Nate Landman manages to make the stop on the right-hand side. Landman makes a big tackle on the right-hand side. So, 3rd down and 11 at the LA Rams 27. The Detroit Lions have the football. It's a big 3rd down now. Crucial moment here for Detroit. It's 3rd down and 11. Shotgun formation. This drive, 7 plays, 39 yards. It's a snap. It's a handoff. It's a tackle for a loss. The LA Rams defense makes a stop. 4th down and 14. 4th down and 14. So the field goal coming in right now to make this a 27-34 game. Lisa with a very generous super chat. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. You guys matching the energy with one another. Thank y'all so much. Here comes the field goal for Jake Bates, folks. This one's a 48-yard field goal attempt. That kick is up. That kick is good. The field goal is there. The Lions are back down by just 7 here. So it's a 1-possession game after that 48-yard field goal goes through. and it's good to go. Lisa, thank you for that one. Appreciate you both, Lisa and FDJC Engine. Dang it, bro, says raid is cool. Raid dis cool. Raid dis cool. Interesting. Interesting. All right, guys. It's a one-possession game. If the Lions can get a stop right now and prevent the Rams from scoring, they have a chance to tie this up, and we could go into overtime. This is America's Game of the Week. Fox, NFL, this is good, man. This is good. Okay. All right. All good in the hood. Let's take a quick look at the analytics on this live stream right now. We're approaching 50,000 views on this particular stream, which is crazy how much our floor has raised. Like, anything less than 50,000, and it feels like anything less than 50,000 views, and it definitely feels, you know, like we underperformed. But 50,000 seems to be our new baseline. We're sitting at about 41. Let's keep rolling forward. 8 minutes left to go in this football game. The LA Rams will bring this one out to about the 32-yard line after the kickoff here. So the Rams have the football. They're down at the 32. It's 1st and 10 with 7:39 left to go in this game. It's a one-score game, guys. It is indeed a one-score game. Sorry, Phil, not looking good, says William Reed. The Bills game was amazing, Rick. Yeah, we got like 100,000 views on a Sunday midday game, which was not what we were expecting. But Drago Balboa saying we're still shy of 1,000 likes. That's okay. If you guys are out there and willing to help out, don't forget to smash the like button. From the 32-yard line, Matthew Stafford breaks a tackle. He'll wind up and throw this pass. Is it going to be caught? I think Tutu Atwell makes the grab. The officials are going to call it 2nd down and 1. Let's see. So they're going to call this a 2nd down and 1. Tutu Atwell gets both feet, gets 1 foot in. Ooh, this may not be a catch. This should be 2nd down and 10. That's, 1 foot. No, the 2nd foot is good. The 2nd foot is good, but that should be good enough for a 1st down, actually, looking at it. He makes the catch. Left foot is down. Right foot goes down. That's beyond the sticks, and this official is blind. It should be a 1st down, but it's 2nd down and 1 because I guess. So 2nd down and 1, even though that was clearly a 1st down for the LA Rams from the 41-yard line. 41-yard line. Here's the snap and a handoff to the left-hand side. Looks like Blake Corum will pick up about 5 yards on that play, maybe 6. That is good for a 1st down. 1st down, Los Angeles. Duff, what's up, man? Just hitting the sorry, says Chicago Bears. That's okay, man. It happens. It happens. Sometimes people just forget. Sometimes people just forget. Okay, 1st and 10. About 7 minutes left to go here for the LA Rams. They've moved the football out to their own 47-yard line. Matthew Stafford licks the fingers, giggity. Single back formation here from the 47, maybe the 46. Corum to the left-hand side, the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30. Blake Corum down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles. Blake Corum with 71 rushing yards today. Corum picks up a big 1st down. It's 1st and 10 at the Detroit Lions 29-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles. And the Rams will continue this onslaught here. The Lions can see their season slowly starting to fade. Blake Corum, 11 rushes for 71 yards. Kyren Williams in on this play from the 29-yard line. The LA Rams have motion on the field. Stafford waits. Stafford hands off to the right-hand side. This time, Williams says, nah, I don't like that. He'll change directions, gets inside the 25 and down at the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup on what should have been a 2-yard loss. Here comes the Seahawks to take the lead. It has been 3 field goals in the 5 field goals. Myers with 15. I don't know. I mean, that's crazy. 2 minutes left to go. The Seahawks defense needs to make a stop. They are up by just 2. The Indianapolis Colts can get a walk-off field goal here. Okay. 2nd down and 4. The Rams with the football in Detroit Lions territory from the 23-yard line. Here is the snap. The blitz coming in. Stafford will wind up and find Puka Nacua, who goes down at the 11. Another first down. LA Rams. Puka goes down after this. He gets up and then goes down immediately. He takes off his helmet, unbuckles this one. 181 on the day. Puka Nacua goes down. So Puka Nacua is down. And that is not good. They're looking at him. He is being examined at the moment. So now Puka Nacua is down for the LA Rams. McVay on the field trying to see what's going on with the star wide receiver. Injury timeout, says Rick Smith. The clock has stopped. We are indeed in an injury timeout right now. Okay. All right, so injury timeout. LA Rams with the football. When we get back, it'll be a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. But bad news to go with the good news here for the LA Rams. Puka Nacua is down. Is Davante Adams still hurt? Kayla, yes, Davante Adams is still hurt. And it doesn't seem like this looks good going into the postseason right now, especially if it's a bad injury for either of these two. Davante Adams and Puka Nacua have gone down in this game. Bear down Chicago, saying Chicago Bears 1985. Doesn't take much, says Todd Tier. Adams injured his hamstring. I'm guessing the same thing, Daniel. I think that's what happened, bro. 2 minutes and 3 timeouts. Come on, Phil. Well, I'm more looking at this right here. The Indianapolis Colts down by just 2. Looks like Puka Nacua is up to his feet and walking to the blue tent, maybe walking to the locker room. They're taking a look at him. It is 1st and 10. From the 11-yard line, a snap and a little play action. Stafford shoots. Catch is made. Colby Parkinson is in again. His 2nd touchdown of the day. Touchdown, LA Rams. And there's that 40 burger we talked about. We do have a 40 burger on the board. And the Rams now up by 13. The extra point attempt to make it a 14-point game with less than 5 minutes here left to go. Looks like Amik Robertson has been injured on the play again. Detroit Lions, Amik Robertson, looks like he was injured on the play. That's what it popped up with. We'll stop the clock here. 4 minutes and 49. I think we can salt this thing away, guys. Now I think the Rams have successfully cooked the Lions. Now I think the Rams have successfully cooked the Lions. And these Sour Patch Kids keep calling my name. Extra point. Okay, the extra point attempt is up, and it is good. The score, 41-27. It's a 14-point game. This is brutal, dude. This is brutal. Unless they get a kickoff return for a touchdown and then get a stop, I don't know how the Lions are going to come back. Lions fans, do any of you still believe that the Lions have a chance here? LA Rams 5.5-point favorites. Rams had a lot to play for today. Not Green Bay. Okay. Green Bay down by 1 with 8 minutes left to go. Nah, it looks done, says JP. I believe in the Lions more than the Cowboys, says Atlas. Fair enough. Okay. I appreciate you, Rick. I appreciate you, sir. A 1% chance, technically a 1.2% chance according to ESPN. 1.2% chance that the Lions can come back and win this. A kickoff, and looks like no return. We're going to start this drive on the 35-yard line. 4 minutes and 45 seconds here left to go. There's always a chance, says Cool as a fan. Gibbs sitting there with his thumb in his mouth or something. Why has he got no points or touchdowns? He's just slacking, says Kayla. That's hilarious. I love it. Salting the open wounds of the Lions, says Dark Matter. Oof. Oof. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. The Detroit Lions with the football. Jahmyr Gibbs in that shotgun with Jared Goff. A 4-man rush will come in during the snap from the 35-yard line. Goff will throw this into double coverage. Amon-Ra St. Brown totally covered here. Incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock with 4:45. 2nd down and 10. Football at the Detroit 35. Jared Goff starting to lose his cool right now. Indianapolis Colts did just take the lead. They're up by 1 with Phillip Rivers, which is insanity to me. Here is the snap, dropping back against the blitz. Jared Goff will wind up and throw. Incomplete pass again. Jahmyr Gibbs couldn't hang on to that one. 4:41 left to go. 4:41 here left to go. 3rd down and 10. Oh, my goodness. A couple of first downs here. A couple of stops is really what the Rams need. They need to get the football back. If the Rams can get the football back, they'll win this game. The Lions need to score, though. That's what they want. It's a 3rd down and 10. It's a shotgun formation. Matthew Stafford points into the defense while standing in the shotgun, talking to Jahmyr Gibbs as he leans over and says something to him. Here comes the snap. A 4-man rush coming in. Goff will check it down to Gibbs. Gibbs in trouble. Will he pick it up? He sheds a tackle, stays on his feet, picks up 15 yards. That's good for a 1st down. 3rd down and 10. Huge play there for Jahmyr Gibbs when they needed that the most. This does bring up a 1st and 10. Football out to the Detroit Lions 49-yard line, just shy of midfield. Jared Goff, left arm, doing this thing again. Here's the snap, dropping back. Goff will wind up and deliver this one into the dirt. Incomplete pass with 4:10 left to go. They're showing the 60-yard field goal attempt here for the Indianapolis Colts to take a 1-point lead. The Colts are up 16-15 here. That's a scary situation if you're the Seattle Seahawks. You don't want to lose this game. Seahawks might lose this game, and then we'll see some separation between them and the Rams here. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers. Looks like 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Detroit Lions with the football. Goff takes the snap on 2nd and 10. Pressure coming in. Goff will wind up and throw. The catch is made. Kyren Williams down inside the 35. Down at the 33-yard line. A good catch there for Kyren Williams from the 50. Count that for 17 yards. 1st and 10. Here's a quick no-huddle play. Goff to the right-hand side from the 33 will throw while rolling out. The catch is made by Williams again. Inside the red zone we go. 3:44 left on the clock. So 3:44 left to go. The clock is stopped. It is 1st and 10 at the LA Rams 17. 1st and 10 at the LA Rams 17. The Detroit Lions with the football. They are pushing now. Down by 2 possessions. Looking for a big touchdown now. They know they need it, and they need it quickly. Then the defense needs to get out there and make a stop. A shotgun formation. 17-yard line. A snap, a handoff. Gibbs fights. Picks up 4. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 coming up right now. Clock is ticking. Hurry up offense with 3:31 on the board. Waiting for the snap here. Goff, left hand, doing this thing again. Takes it. Drops, looks left, fires, catch is made, down at the 5. Looks like that is St. Brown. And this is good for a 1st down. It's 1st and 10, but the clock continues to tick. The Detroit Lions have also already used a timeout, so they got to get up and get back to the line quickly. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Goff takes it. He fires this one in the direction of St. Brown. It's a little low. It stops the clock. Incomplete pass. 2:59 left to go. So the Broncos got a good lead here. The Seattle Seahawks took the lead back, by the way. It is 18-16 in that game. Seattle should win. Seattle should hang on to win that game. Okay. So let's get into this thing. We've got ourselves a 2nd down and goal coming up from the 5-yard line. From the 5-yard line, here's the snap and the drop back. Looking to the right, shooting to the back of the end zone. Intended for Kyren Williams. He gets up in revolt against these officials for not dropping a flag right here. It brings up a 3rd down and goal. Definitely a holding, and definitely a pass interference. How are you that blind? Man, these officials are absolute booty sweat. They're awful, dude. These officials are gross. Sick of these guys, bro. These officials are trash today. So 3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line. 3rd down and goal from the 5. There's the snap. Jared Goff looks to the left. He'll fire this one. Incomplete. 4th down and goal from the 5. And it looks like the Lions got to go for it. Colts lost, says Banger Wave. Well, they got 11 seconds left. Let's see if it happens here. So 2:50 on the clock. It is 4th down. It is do or die. 5 yards away from pay dirt. The LA Rams looking to make a stop. If they can make a stop here, they will win this game. If they concede a touchdown, timeout going to be called this time. Looks like the LA Rams need a moment to talk about it here. Big stop, says Think Ocean. Denver up by 8. What a rigged reps game, says Atlas. Oops, tough one, says Disc Golf. Seahawks sweat for real. Yeah, the Seahawks definitely sweating. The Seahawks get the football back with 2 seconds there. Looks like they'll win. Looks like it's a last chance for a touchdown for Jahmyr Gibbs here. Jahmyr Gibbs fans looking for one. Anybody got a dry towel, says Brad. Spinning the towels here. 4th and goal from 5 yards out. A shotgun formation. And it looks like Jared Goff, left arm, on 4th and goal from the 5 will take the snap, looks to the left, throws to the left. Gotta be a flag. It comes in. A flag will come in. It is late, but it does. Pass interference, and that's all they wanted. The Rams going to commit the DPI without a doubt. Oh, man, well done. So it's a 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. The officials, pass interference, defense. It'll be placed at the 1. It happened inside the end zone. So 1st and goal with 2:47 left to go. Got real lucky there. Jared Goff threw the football and clipped his fingers on someone's helmet, and that's on his throwing hand. I'm wondering if that's going to affect him here. Okay. So, someone's saying Mahomes torn ACL. It's possible. It ain't over, question mark. It's not over, HB Link. It ain't over, HB. Okay, 1st and goal. Looks like David Montgomery is lined up to get the direct snap. Montgomery to the right-hand side. Montgomery will get it in. Touchdown! Touchdown, Detroit Lions! David Montgomery gets the direct snap as Jared Goff was lined up at the bottom of the screen. So I know y'all wanted a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. David Montgomery will shark it. And the Lions are down by 8. Here comes the extra point attempt to make this a 7-point game. Their defense needs to get off the field. We still have action here. Goff was blocking, says Jack. So, 33-41, the snap, the hold, the kick, it's up. It is good. And the score is 34-41. It is a 1-possession game. And the Detroit Lions, with their backs against the wall right now, they're showing the 56-yard field goal being a success for the Seattle Seahawks. And the Seahawks winning that game, final 18-16. Showing some highlights here. Phillip Rivers throws this into the hands, throws an interception. And Bryant picks it off. Okay. I just need a Gibbs touchdown, says Chi-Town. So sick of these rigged games, says Atlas Cinema. Sorry. Just threw a pick, says Matt. He did throw that interception. Okay. Rivers, they'll never learn. Should have not brought him back. They should have brought back Drew Brees, says Jack. At this point, yeah, I guess. Still waiting for the action, guys. If the Rams win this game, they do clinch a playoff berth with this win here. So up by 7, the Rams about to get the football back. We'll change the possession needle over to that side. I need 4 receptions for Davante Adams, says Finonita. Finonita official. That's going to be a tough one. I don't know that Davante Adams is coming back into this game. Finonita, welcome back, though. I do remember seeing your name, I think, from Thursday Night Football. I know you were in here earlier this week or last week. Thanks for coming back. Okay. In Goff we trust. Bro, why even kick off, says Raid. They had to kick it off. They don't need to onside kick. We've seen a couple of stops in this game by the Detroit Lions. Not too many. By the way, Puka Nacua is up, and Puka Nacua is back into this lineup. So Nacua, a little health scare on the last drive. There is indeed, however, no Davante Adams. So no Davante Adams on this drive. The kickoff. The Rams will start this drive on the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Matthew Stafford under center from the 35. He takes the snap. He hands this off to the left-hand side. Kyren Williams takes it to the 40. Call it the 41. It's a 6-yard gain and gets this clock ticking. 2nd down and 4. 2:37 left to go. The clock is stopped, and it looks like the Detroit Lions are going to use that timeout now. Not going to wait for the 2-minute warning. They want the timeout now. 2nd down and 4. Mario, remember the Buccaneers game? I do remember the Buccaneers game. Sam Pike, I appreciate your comment, my friend. Thank you so much. So 2nd down and 4. 2 minutes and 37 seconds here left to go in this football game. A few first downs should finish this game for the Los Angeles Rams. The football is at the LA Rams' own 41-yard line. A single back in this formation. Strong side to the right side. Kyren Williams is that back, and he goes. Looks like a counter here. He'll pick up 6 on 2nd down and 4, and that is good for Los Angeles Rams. 1st down. 2:25 left to go here. 2:25 here left to go. Lions not going to use that timeout right now. This should take us to the 2-minute warning. This should take us to the 2-minute warning as we approach that marker. They're not even going to get a play in right now. They want the Detroit Lions to use one of their timeouts. Maybe we can do some quick football math here. So this takes us to the 2-minute warning. We get another play. They'll milk 40 seconds off the clock, or a timeout will be called immediately here. So if they can take 6-7 seconds off this play here and keep the clock ticking, forcing the Lions to use a timeout, they'll have 1:55 left to go. Each play takes 40 seconds. That's a minute and 20. 40 seconds left. I think this game is over, dude. I think this game is done. Done, says Dawn. Yeah, I think the quick math thinks that this one is over. Nope, just one, LOL, says Daniel. Yep, I think they did just win. I think that 1st down was all they needed here, guys. By the way, the Green Bay Packers still alive. They are down by 8 in that game. Green Bay needs to do something special. The New Orleans Saints. What? New Orleans? No way. Tyler Shuck, the guy, or what? Did Chris Olave grab a couple touchdowns? Would love to see that be the case. Good game out of Tennessee against San Francisco. Good game out of Tennessee against San Francisco. Let's see. Let Stafford throw an interception. Thank you, Matthew Stafford, says Eric Dexter. Go teams, or go Tams. I'm guessing Rams is what you were trying to type out there. Adams has a hamstring problem, always does. Oh, man, Panthers lose, says Dawn. With 2 seconds left to go, it sure does seem that way. LA Rams likely going to win this game. Green Bay Packers losing that one at the moment. Seattle Seahawks get the win. We got a touchback over here. And unfortunately for me, guys, another season where I win nothing in my money fantasy league. Rough. A $20 super chat coming in from Brian Allen. Thank you very much, Brian Allen. Cheers to you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We had a lot of fun in wine country. He says, happy birthday to the missus. Thank you, Brian. Cheers for you, and thanks for remembering. Much love, dude. Thanks for that. So we are in the 2-minute warning. Guys, we got another game coming up after this. I'm going to take one more break, and then we'll finish up the day. We got Vikings and Cowboys coming up after this. And that's not the correct record for the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys are 6-1. Vikings are trailing there as well. But add time to the clock, says Jack. I got 2 minutes on the board, my friend. If anything, we might need to subtract time from the clock here. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, thank you, thank you, sir. Okie dokie. 1st and 10 with 2 minutes here left to go. Thank you, MB. Here's the snap. Here is the handoff. Right-hand side. It'll be short gain. 2nd down. Looks like a 2nd down and 7. Final timeout going to be taken here by the Detroit Lions with 1:55 left to go. So 1:55 left to go. 2nd down and 8 is what they're calling it. That is the final chance they get to stop the clock. 160 seconds. There's not enough time. There's not enough time. So that's the game, guys. Looks like 2nd down and 8. Am I tripping here? 160 seconds. They got a 2nd down and 8, a 3rd down and 8. And then on 4th down, if they don't convert, I think the Lions might get the football back one more time. I think the Lions might actually get the football back one more time if they don't convert a 1st down here. Yes, it will be time for a wardrobe change, church. It will be time for a wardrobe change. Here's the snap and a handoff to the right-hand side. Kyren Williams stuffed there at the line of scrimmage. It does bring up a 3rd down and 6. Clock is ticking with 1:40 left to go. They're going to get some time. Okay, I think I miscalculated, guys. 3rd down and 6. The Rams with 1:36. If play clock was 25 seconds, the game wouldn't be over. Jimmy, I think I failed to calculate something here. If they don't convert on 4th down, it's not like they get 40 seconds after that. If they don't convert on 4th down, it's over. So 10 seconds left to go here on the play clock. 1:17. They need about a 15-second play if they want this to work. Timeout going to be called by the LA Rams to stop the clock. 1:09 stops the clock. Timeout taken by the LA Rams. 3rd down and 6, and then a 4th down. It really just depends. If the Rams pick up a 1st down, this game is over. If the Rams pick up the 1st down, this game is over. Wow, the Carolina Panthers lost to New Orleans. The Carolina Panthers lost to New Orleans. The Denver Broncos get the football back. Broncos probably going to win that game. Seattle Seahawks beat the Indianapolis Colts. The San Francisco 49ers beat the Tennessee Titans. The LA Rams still going head-to-head right now. Obviously, the 2 big televised games with all that extra commercial breaks is why we're still cooking here. 3rd down and 6. Stepping out to the wide spot is Puka Nacua. This should be smart and keep the football on the ground. Take as much time off. It doesn't really matter. Motion here. End around for Puka Nacua. Puka going to get wrapped up. Ooh, he breaks a tackle and goes down. Puka slow to get up. He will get up. Clock is hot. Less than 1 minute left to go. The end around takes a little bit of time. So 4th down and 4 coming up right now. My guess is that the Rams will let this go all the way down, and that they might call a timeout, and they might even go for it. Smart thing would be to punt it, but we'll see what happens. They're lining up to go for it. My guess is that they're going to try to get the Lions to jump off sides here. This seems like a bluff. 4th down and 4 with 31 seconds. Motion on the field. Matthew Stafford, hands to the helmet. Play clock down to double zeros. No snap going to come in. I think a timeout was going to be called there. So a dummy call. final timeout taken here. Actually, no timeout taken here. They are going to get the flag for delay of game. And they are going to punt this thing. So 23 seconds here left to go. What about that 21-point turnaround? Go Bills. That was a huge game today, dude. That was a huge game today, Brian. Excited to watch my Dallas Cowboys here in a little bit. Excited to watch my Dallas Cowboys here in a little bit. Here comes the punt team to send this back to the Detroit Lions. You never know, guys. This could be a punt return all the way to the crib. Let's see what happens. Or he could put his foot through this one and actually kick it through the uprights. We don't know. So 23 yards out. 23 seconds left. From the 47, here is the boot. And that is a big punt. This one is going to be a touchback. Almost a perfect punt. A touchback, though, with 13 seconds left to go. Took 10 seconds off the clock. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. We're going to see some lateral plays here, guys. We're going to see some lateral plays here. Let's see what happens. Quanta Love, I am calling the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys are my favorite team. So, let's see what happens. This could be the final score of the game here, folks. 34-41. 1st and 10. You can see the Rams playing prevent right now. It's going to be a Hail Mary with a couple laterals is my guess here. So from the 20-yard line, Stafford, not out there, Goff, left arm does this thing once again. Here is the snap, dropping back, Goff to the right. Goff going to air it out. Catch made by St. Brown. It is a backwards lateral to Kyren Williams. He will go down. They try to spike this thing. The official needs to place it now. And it looks like not enough time. That is it, folks. That is your final score. That is your final score. 34-41. Goff and Stafford going to hug it out right here. That is the final. And the Lions will lose this game. The Rams 41-34. What a game, guys. What a game. All right, y'all, I'm going to take a quick 30-minute break. I will be live before the next game starts. I think I'm going to start the next stream about 15 minutes before kickoff. The next game coming up will be this matchup, Vikings and Cowboys. I'll bring that up momentarily. For now, I'm just going to disappear and start getting everything set up. It's been an absolute pleasure, guys. Please, please, please don't forget to smash that like button. My name is Mario. You've been watching Football Nation. Until next time, let's effing go. Peace out, guys.